Okay, gotta go share the stream to the places. You know how it be. First this place. Hello, the good old days and Choron. How's it going? I just gotta share the stream in places. Oop, almost dropped that in the wrong Discord. Cool, Yakino, how'd that go? Oh, that's like British people counting weather thingy, thermostat. In the US, that would be like for just above freezing. Hello, Moonchi. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Indeed, Chelsea. That is indeed true. Also, Gilded Archer. Hello. How's it going? I'm in Mahogsaur. Hello. What in the world? Infernity. Oh yeah, that's in Taiwan. Okay, am I going insane, or is Infernity like the name of a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype? Cool, first art follower. That's nice. Infernity, yes. Okay. Hello, Anon. Yeah. Jeez. Infernity with a fur, and I draw Infernity Archfade. Oh, Mystery has a English hyena man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh man, where's the fucking chapstick? I actually didn't put any on before stream started. Okay. Okay, I actually really like Inspired. They're absolutely zero aesthetic cohesion. Aren't they based off of like devils and demons and stuff? I know that's like the gimmick in the manga. Yeah, they use archfiends and stuff. Like Infernity Archfiend. Ah. It's well, okay, not really loud. Just took me by surprise. Where is it? Properties. Boop. Ooh, very zoomed in. And I did not fix it. There we go. I grew up, it was 106 Fahrenheit. Oh, jeez. Very hot. It's just a demon beetle. Come on, continue. So, where should we go, chat? Yeah, the bottom of my game is still doing that weird ass shit. So, Outside, ground floor, first floor, second floor, basement, finish exploring. Outside. At the back of the foyer, where the doors lead into the backyard, even as I approached, I could see through the windows that the place was surrounded by woods. Oh, I just have to do all of them, okay. Even stepping outside, the mountain air hit me hard, and how fresh it was and clean. It smelled earthy and pleasant, reminding me of Dean outside of his normal honey scent. Well, some Santori. It's pretty great, isn't it? I blinked, having not noticed Dean and Sal standing nearby. Much like me, they seem to be just... Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. Getting a bit hard to hear myself talk. I blinked, having not noticed Dean and Sal standing nearby. Much like me, they seem to just be taking things in. But Dean approached me, putting an arm over my shoulder. Got a greenhouse out here too. That's my Dean voice. I'm figuring this out as I go. He pointed out a structure off to the side, which looked more like a garden shed made out of wood and glass. Yeah, that's a greenhouse. Haven't had a proper look inside yet, but whatever's grown in there seemed to be faring well enough. Ugh. Mimicking Dean's motion, Sal pointed out to a mass of green at the other side of the backyard. Hedge maze. Seems big. What the heck do you mean, good old days? The heck does that mean? No sooner were the words out of Sal's mouth than both of us looked to him. He was grinning happily to himself, mouth open as if readying himself to make a lewd comment as he was prone to do. Sal rolled his eyes and moved his attention elsewhere, leaving me to move Dean's focus elsewhere. So Dean, remind me, your family is in the lumber business, right? Yeah, he's the one with the... I know Dean's the one I can't do. That's the gist of it, yeah. One side of the family at least. Figured I'd go into it too eventually. He's a lumber bear. Lumbear. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, lumbear Jack. Okay. There we go. Also, hello, Solar Knight. What? No Smokey is fine? What? What? No Smokey is fine with that? Gramps used to be a firefighter. Wasn't much for the logging business, but understood you need wood to build a house. Dean's grandfather wasn't the Smokey Bear, but that's what we call him. Being a firefighter and a bear just makes that nickname kind of stick. Not that his grandfather said anything to dissuade us from using the nickname anyway. How is he these days anyway? He's good. No family's good, really. Don't get to talk to them a whole lot these days. You know how it is, yeah? Have to earn my chops somehow first. And nodded slowly, not really getting it, but Dean seemed sure what it was. Oh god, my throat's fucking killing me. I nodded slowly, not really getting it, but Dean seemed sure that that's what the correct move was. If earning his chops was what brought him out to be what brought him to be this way, then I'm thankful that words. I don't know, I'm struggling with. Then I'm thankful that's what allowed us to meet. There we go. Maybe. I'm not sure, Solar Knight. Gonna have to ask Mahagasaur on the 411 on that. When I looked at Sal, he seemed to be listening in, but as per usual, didn't seem to be actively contributing to the conversation. Huh? What's the sensor bar? I actually have one of those. What about you, Sal? Wrestling still your thing? Yes, and no. Physical therapy is what I'm getting into. Wrestling is a hobby. What, like wrestling on TV? That sort? Yeah. I met Sal at the gym one night when I was working for a short stint to earn some cash. Turned out being a crocodile comes with natural talent for submissions. Something to do with death rolls or something. It's good exercise. I prefer another kind of wrestling myself, if I'm being honest. If you know what I mean. I don't know the fuck. I feel like I switched their voices back around, but you know what? I don't know. I don't care. We're dealing with this. That's just the vibe. I could see Sal's jaw tighten despite Dean laughing off his own joke. I'll leave you guys to it. Dean removed his arm from my shoulders and saw me off with a wave, with Sal snapping his attention from Dean to me so he could do the same. I wandered back inside to figure out what my options were now. Ground floor. Oh, it's a kitchen. Dining room. Oh yeah, dining room. Shit. I know my rooms, chat. But the butler had pointed out to us before. I wandered into the dining room that the butler had pointed out to us before. The whole place seemed large, to the point it almost seemed silly that only seven of us were staying here. Well, 8, if you included the butler. Oh wow, no maids or anything? Oh jeez. Dave! Where's dining room, kitchen, it's fine. I don't know, I don't see any kitchen. I just see a very long table. Wonder where the creator got the backgrounds for this. They seem like real photos and stuff. I looked up from the start, staring at the table to see a swinging door rock back and forth in the wake of a yellow tail disappearing behind it. Now there's the kitchen. Orlando? I found the kitchen. He gestured broadly, chest puffed out before returning his normal half slouch. It got everything. It got anything and everything you could hope for in the way of ingredients, even the expensive stuff too. Cool, we're gonna eat truffle souffle. I gave him a wry smile, unsure of what to make of this information. Yeah, I've heard Orlando is like the one route you don't have to do to get the true ending. Also, being a nerd here, or art nerd, but his shirt is based off of the Japanese painting The Great Wave off of Kanagawa. Caviar? Sure, plus also saffron, truffle. That's actually pretty impressive. Saffron, truffles, basically anything you want. Cost isn't a factor here. Get the true ending, but I will. Oh no. Oh no. Cheese. 2 in a. Yeah, not doing that one. Neat. Orlando huffed. A small okay, so he can breathe fire. Okay, cool. Tendril of smoke wafting from one of his nostrils. Wafting? How do you say that, chat? I just say wafting. I'm probably wrong, but I may not have had caviar too much, but it doesn't interest me. There are better things to put in your mouth anyway. Is that like a gay thing, or is he just saying things? As he turned around to start looking in the pantry, listing off a bunch of things he'd suggest instead, I recognized a pattern. They're all baked goods. He was all about baking, actually. Right from the day we met, up until a week ago, where he brought over some cookies from a supposed failed experiment. But Orlando's fails were still wild successes. His bread was the fluffiest from how warm his hands got when kneading, and his sweets were great too. But I guess if you wanted to try caviar, it's there. At least it's, I guess, ready to go. Well, maybe. After all, mansion, high life. When might I get another chance? Exactly, mansion. Just maybe don't go shoveling it into your mouth if you like it. It's expensive, and I don't think you could cover the bill easily. Sausage buns, sausage rolls. I was gonna make another sausage joke, but I don't know any other foods that start with sausage. I guess you'll just have to get some baking. I guess you'll just have to get some baking done to make me snacks. That got a laugh out of him, and I chuckled along too. Well, I was planning on using this space to keep my baking skills sharp. I have to keep my practice up if I want to run my own bakery someday. He's a bakery boy. I looked around the kitchen, noticing that aside from the ingredients that Orlando had pulled from the cupboards, there were snacks and sandwiches laid out. Are these? Orlando followed my finger as I pointed to the sandwiches. Oh yeah, these are made by the butler. I think this is lunch. Should I go grab everyone? They know where it is. Although I think he might have underestimated how much we eat. Unless he's had in the actual lunch somewhere. Or he hasn't made it yet. There's that too. Maybe. Hostel's route. Ugh. I don't exactly remember who Hosses is. We'll figure that out though. I took a sandwich, looking around and taking a bite. No, we're gonna stab the butler to death the first chance we get. That's how much we trust the butler. Hey Orlando, are you the only one out here? Oh honey, you're also out, remember? I'm not out the closet, but I mean like in the kitchen. No, I mean in the kitchen. Oh fuck, that's just a joke I made. Oh, right. I think I saw Dean and Sal head towards the pool while Rosewell and Haas went upstairs. I nodded, taking another bite of my sandwich. Gonna keep exploring after you finish your sandwich? We're still a ways off dinner, so we've got some time to do something at least. Yeah, I might. Either that or a nap. You know, I tried to take a nap earlier today, chat, but I just couldn't get it to fucking work, you know? A nap, but you slept on the bus. We are killing the butler, and he's going to fucking deserve it. I don't know, maybe I just need a bit longer. Well, okay, but don't sleep too long or you won't sleep tonight. Won't put it past Roswell to try and give you candy either. That is a combination of just asking for trouble. What do you mean candy? Is he gonna give me a fucking edible? What? I promise I'll set an alarm to make sure I don't sleep through dinner. You're lucky that this place apparently has a dinner bell. Still, set an alarm just in case. Gotcha. Orlando came in and gave me a quick hug before turning quickly to the pantry again. What? Me wanting to take a nap? As for me, I'll hang out here and make sure Sal and Dune don't eat too many sandwiches when they finally show up. I'm less worried about Hoss and Roswell eating them all. Oh. Just regular sugar, okay. Just remember, you're allowed to have fun exploring too. I will, don't worry. I'll see you when it's time for dinner, or if you get bored of looking around. Alright, see ya. With a wave, Orlando saw me off as I made my way out the side door. Sure enough, I ended up back in the foyer, wondering what I should do next. First floor. First floor is where all the bedrooms were. Each one fitted with its own bathroom, and most if not all seemed to be furnished the same. It almost looked like a hotel, really. A really strange hotel, given each room seemed to be set up for just a single person. Or maybe a few smaller people, given the size of the bed. Dean and Sal were easily the largest in our groups, and the bed seemed to be made for people their size. Not that I was complaining. The idea of space seemed great, if maybe a little lonely. Double bed, dude. Oh, so I can do the nasty on it. I see. This is this isn't just a mansion. It's a love mansion. Like a love hotel, but, you know, more ritzy. I looked around and a few of the other ones that the butlers that the butler had pointed out to us. For being off limits, they were easy enough to get to, not really well marked. But they were bare of even a bed, and I soon found myself returning onto my own. My mind wandered towards Roswell, Hoss, and Dean. The first two were small enough to consider bunking up with given the size of the beds, but maybe they just wanted the privacy. Love Nate, what the fuck does that mean? What is a Love-nasium? As for Dean, well, that was probably was a better idea. We weren't sharing a bed just yet. I was still undecided on how fast I should be moving for someone that was looking for a proper date. Sleeping in the same bed seemed to have expectations. Hang on, chat. I just remembered where I didn't share the stream to. You're gonna do this. Gonna just go. Oh well. No chat. Anything else to say? Wanna talk? I'm kind of liking this music in the background though. It's not overbearing, but like present. I feel like I've said that before though. I stepped out and, actually, I don't think they mentioned Orlando. Where is Orlando staying? Unless he has his own room, too. I stepped out and looked over the banister, wondering where everyone else was. Orlando was likely still in the kitchen. Lee and Sal were probably still outside. I think I remembered seeing a set of stairs leading down. Given how out of the way that seemed, maybe Tyson would be down there. Maybe Hoss and Roswell were upstairs. If the bedrooms were here, it wouldn't surprise me if they decided to see what sort of things were above us. Which, more I thought about it, seems a little odd to me. Maybe that's just how things were arranged in a house. After all, my room back home was in the attic, or the top floor anyway. So maybe it was just me being used to having everything else in the house underneath. I stretched, wondering what I should do next. We're doing the basement next. I'm interested in the basement. Oh. Makes sense. Music is hard to do. There was a set of stairs leading down to the ground floor, descending into almost pitch black. I fumbled forward, wandering and reaching in search of a light switch. Ooh, suddenly the light came on. Oh, neat, I stopped my sentence midway, suddenly feeling a presence watching me. As I turned to look, a set of hands landed heavily on my shoulders, making me squeak and tense up. Clocked? What? Being not straight? Boo. Sound I made wasn't manly by any stretch, but as I turned around and looked at Tyson, he seemed to be amused enough at my reaction, despite the daggers I was glaring at him. World End Dominator, huh? Uminekos. What? Is that a reference to something? That sounds like something from Madoka Magica. Ty! What? You scared me! Yeah, and it was hilarious. Didn't think I'd get you that good. I grumbled, rubbing my face. You're terrible. Me turned off the lights on purpose just so he could jump out at me. Me? Nah, never turned them on. That vision is good enough to see down here fine. The longer I looked him over, the more I noticed he was really trying hard not to squint, and he looked a little dazed. Oh my god, he's toking up in the fucking basement. Draw the what? The World End Dominator or Tyson. And you totally didn't just blind yourself to scare me either. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, there's not much down here. You can go back upstairs now. No, I want to see what's down here. You've been down here for a while, I think. Sure, fine, whatever. Go nuts looking. Or you could just tell me what's down here if that's a problem. There's a gym. Only thing worth mentioning anyway. Looked around tight to the other doors leading off. There was no way all of these just led to a gym and nowhere else. Just a gym, huh? It is very decrepit, but I mean, like, it's fair. Basements aren't usually super well furnished. Well, Ty gestured over his shoulder to the one door that looked different to the rest. It was big and looked heavy, but beyond just being a different... Damn it! Being a different door to all the others, it just looked out of place down here. Probably best if I show you. Come on, pup. Ooh. The room beyond the door was a fairly small one. The main features of it were really just a large door the opposite we came in. If the door we came in through was odd compared to the others, this new door was another magnitude more strange. It even had a keypad next to it, as if wanting a combination to even open. I have no idea. I think it's less that I was sick and more that, like, I was not really taking care of myself. Like, turns out that after a certain point of, like, not going, well, like, okay, sleeping 3 hours a day, your body just starts to start fucking up and fucking around, you know? Like, after I finished, last Sunday's video, I was fucking just gobsmacked. My, like, throat hurt and I felt really dizzy and I was like, oh, wow, I just need to fucking sleep it off. I slept it off on Sunday and I'm definitely feeling better on Monday, but I feel like I could easily relapse into that if I just, like, fuck up too badly, you know? Yeah. I've been just trying to draw things, like Jira. Oh, that's cool. Wait, whoa. Cool. I've been meaning to watch that new episode of Bleach, the one with Ichigo versus the Bambis and stuff. Yeah, stuff gets really weird and you're like, your body just doesn't like it very much. It's not good. Combination or a password. Title drop, roll credits. Yeah. I want to say I used to be able to go like a day or two without sleeping, but like I still do. I just shouldn't. Yeah, the Bound arc is filler. They like it's filler to such an extent that the Bleach to Bridge series makes a joke about skipping it. It's filler, and I mean it's filler. Not even like good filler. What kind of room even is this? Beats me. Looks like a bank vault from a TV show. Even has that keypad on it. One's a combination and nothing I put in gets it to work. Not that I tried hard. The beeping got on my nerves. Yeah, sleep on the floor. You don't even have like one of those like tatami mattresses, you know, that good shit. I wandered closer for a look. Seemed like the functional keypad with letters prominently displayed on a lot of the keys with numbers and symbols and much smaller print above them. Much like a computer keyboard. Well, at least we know it's a word, right? I guess. Doesn't matter how many letters, and fuck knows if it's just a random letters at that. Oh, the first password is password. Pressing the same letter over and over, see if it capped out got me nowhere. Not even an incorrect sounding noise given I hadn't pushed the confirmation button. Wow, you weren't kidding. It's just a door, no telling what's on the other side, and frankly, unless it's a buttload of gold we get to keep, I don't care. What, type in password? Throw swap. Clearly. Looked at the door again, eyeing the keypad. Couldn't hurt to have an actual try, right? Maybe... I feel like I'm gonna get a funny joke if I do this. Much like what Ty said, this thing wasn't going to be simple to open. Oh. Okay. Hang on. DRO. Throw slap. Oh. Oh, come on. I looked back at Tyson, who seemed not to be paying attention. What? You're zoning out. Only thing I care about down here is the gym. You have fun with the door, Dave. What? Don't care about me too? You stop that. Fucking brat. Poked my tongue at him, thinking about the gym. You know, Sal might want to use the gym too, so at least you'd have a gym partner. Ugh, he's into wrestling, right? Can I just lift weights in peace? It's not like you had a gym membership back home. No, you just let me in sometimes while you were at work. Hey, I had an employee pass. I wasn't going to use it. Yeah, it shows. Damn, got him. Hey. As I huffed, Ty laughed to himself. Sure enough, a smile crept onto my face having been affected by the laughing. So, what's the plan now? Probably do weights until it's time to eat. The rest of the house doesn't interest me all that much. Not wanting to wrestle the gator. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to wrestle something who has death rolls as part of their repertoire. Not even a little? I'll look around later. Well, okay. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll see you at dinner, though. I thought that was like a flat line rather than like the ending. Oh, Tyson back out the basement proper and watched as he continued straight into another room, presumably the gym. Are you ever going to see the gym? As for me, I detoured and wandered back upstairs, pondering what I should do next. Second floor. As I made my way up the stairs, I could hear some people talking amongst themselves about how they were finding the place. There they are. When I entered the room, Hoss and Roswell returned to me, flashing me a smile each. Roswell is the fucking boar with the Steven Universe shirt, right? There you are, Dave. This place is pretty ritzy, right? Yeah. They even have a conservatory. The fuck's a conservatory? It's not like a place where you look at stars and shit. What? It's like a glass sitting room. Oh, neat. Where is that? Dave, you're standing in it now. Caught Roswell snickering to himself while I looked around the place. Neat. Observatory up. Oh, Hoss is the lion. Oh, shit. Whoopsies. Wait, yeah, I said Roswell is the Steven Universe boar. I'm good. You can't hear how good the acoustics are in here. It'd be great for doing some lines. Acoustics. This room isn't even the coolest thing on this floor. There's a museum too, or I guess it's more like a trophy room. It has a bunch of books though. Hoss and I had met at the start of the year. Aspiring actor, if there ever was one. Rumor floated around about a failed TV star moving into the neighborhood, but I never expected, well, anyone like him. The day I ran into Hoss, I remember being a little confusing, but I apparently had a good energy as far as improv was concerned, even if I wasn't sure I was doing it right. Conservatories, honestly, they seem cool. They should bring them back. Conservatory should make a comeback. As for Roswell, we met as kids. Was real into magic tricks, even if his tricks didn't always work. Still, there were some things he was able to pull off that I couldn't figure out, and that was magical enough for me. Now, he's just into occult stuff. Not really sure why, but he finds it interesting and torments Orlando with it every now and again. Imagine if they had a skeleton on display. Failed the Doctor Who audition. Oh no. He could have been like the 9th? I don't know how many doctors there are on right now. I'm not British. What kind? Hey, really? Dinosaur would obviously be ideal. What, so you're gonna compare Sal or Orlando for scale? Hey, it doesn't have to be a dinosaur skeleton. Just be a regular skeleton. Oh, now that you mention it. There's also a library up here, too. One of the big ones. Looks like it might go across a couple of floors, but I didn't really check. Damn. And a small study, too. This place has everything, huh? Wonder why we needed all these things. Wonder why they needed all these things. Who used to live here? Don't ask me. I don't know. Hold on, so this isn't one of your folks' houses? Or a relative of yours? Well, it could be. I didn't really pay attention to the details, and my parents did most of the organizing anyway. There's like more than 12. I was gonna make a joke about something like that there's more than 12 of, but honestly, it's kind of hard to think of they're more things that are like more than 12 of. I was leaning towards like a president's joke, but honestly, I don't think that's very funny. Okay, but surely you remember whose house this is. I was just so excited. I didn't really think it'd be that important to commit it to memory. Bro, this is why we're all gonna get murdered by like an axe murderer or something, dude. He's gonna ask you where you're living and you're gonna give him the wrong answer and we're all gonna get murdered. Congrats, dude. Besides, it's supposed to be Dr. Ryder or Common Who. Yeah, like that. I guess? Still, maybe there's something around that tells us whose place this is. Well, we could ask the butler. He was expecting you, so I'm sure we're allowed to... Well, we could ask the butler. He was expecting you, so I'm sure we're allowed to be here. Yeah, come dinner, we'll know. Hoss sighed, shaking his head and running a hand through his mane. Well, I'm gonna keep looking around, I think. Me too. There's still a few places I want to look at more thoroughly. What are your plans? What are your plans, Dave? I don't know. Might go find the others. Might go take a nap. Not too sure yet. Welcome to Death Tea. Is Death Tea a fucking like reference to the manga? Because I vaguely remember something like that. Vaguely remember something like that. Gosh damn. Well, okay, you know where to find us if you get bored, but with a place this big, I might start looking around somewhere else. Yeah, whoops, misread that line. Alright, worst case scenario, I'll see you both at dinner? Sounds good to me. I headed back to the foyer, looking over the banister before taking the stairs down, thinking about what I want to do next. Finish exploring, that's where you should go. Tried to kill Yu with, yes. He changed Joey to a serial killer, very based of Kaiba. I yawned, finding my way into my room. As I flopped onto my bed, I patted my stomach, sighing out having eaten something that tied me over until dinner. The nap on the bus was a couple hours, but even then, I didn't sleep well last night. It's called Chop Man. Suppose he was a distant cousin of Chop Suey. Maybe it was the idea of being far from home for a whole month that made me uneasy. Maybe it was something else messing with me. Oh, you know you're in a horror visual novel. I see. Something had been bugging me ever since we pulled up. Something that was prodding at the back of my mind as if I'd forgotten something really important. Must have fallen asleep at some point. Every now and again I'd get dreams, but nothing really all that abnormal. Sure, they were sometimes random, but whose dreams weren't sometimes? I woke to the sound of something echoing around the house. No, you didn't set your alarm, Dave. Oh, the dinner bell? As I got up from my bed, I wondered how long I'd actually been asleep for. Dave, dinner's ready. I had a joke ending by making my coffee cup say something like, run! That'd be funny. Roswell must have been just down the hall, or maybe just outside my door. It was hard to tell given how open this place was. Sound seemed to carry easily enough. Which is why I heard the dinner bell as well. Which is probably why I heard the dinner bell as well. For a moment, I thought it was something like an old-fashioned fire alarm. As I stepped out from my room, I caught a glimpse of Roswell heading down the stairs, taking them two at a time before almost slipping and falling over as he bound down the last one too little too eagerly. It hasn't even been an hour yet, and I'm almost out of drinking juice. That's not good. As I stepped into the dining room, I was greeted with a spread of food far too impressive and grandiose for just the 7 of us. Dave, welcome. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Trap your arm into... What? What are you talking about, good old days? The fire alarm you have to trap your arm in just to activate? Wait, you made all this? He helped. Orlando laughed, waving Sal off, although it was clear he'd been busted. My attention went back to the table, looking over what food was there. Various smells assaulted me and made my mouth water sooner than I was able to identify what each thing was by sight alone. Oh. Yeah. I'm beginning to think that I may be needing to take a nap, but fuck it. We're getting through all 4 hours, damn it. This stream will be a proper 4-hour stream, I swear to fuck. My attention went back to the table. With all the food at one end of the table, the others seemed to be piling up their plates and taking it to the other end of the table. Much like the others, I took a plate and grabbed a little bit of everything before deciding where I wanted to sit. It felt like just sitting in a high school cafeteria, except more intimate. And much like I was trying to figure out where to sit, the others were eyeing me almost expectantly. The very bad fire alarm system to prevent people from abusing. What the fuck? Are you shitting me? Uh-oh. Boss, Orlando, well, we're going with Tyson. A notable distance away from everyone else, Tyson was Tyson, and I felt a little bad. He didn't get on with anyone else here, from what I could tell. He didn't get on well with anyone else here, from what I could tell, and they didn't get on well with him either. Orlando, Tyson, Roswell. Oh, wow. Hello, MK. A lot of people were voting for Orlando. Well, Orlando got 2 votes. Everyone else was divided. Still, he watched as I approached, his expression softening as I got closer and eventually smiling by the time I reached the chair next to him. Coming to sit next to me, huh? I feel like that's not the voice he had a moment ago. Whatever, we'll figure it out. I nodded, trying to play it off as a no big deal. Figured I'd keep you company. You were all by yourself after all. Yeah, and I like my space. You, on the other hand, grabbed me roughly in a headlock, throwing an arm over my shoulder and grinding a knuckle into my head, making me whine. You can't get enough of me, huh? He let me go, chuckling to himself as I gave him a disapproving stare. I could leave, just watch. Plenty of other places to sit. He stared at me, deadpan. Noogie who woo. Milo happened to, slip, fucking, someone's probably be happy about, being in the headlock. Someone with an armpit fetish, I bet. Well, go on. I'll go on then. Now I was torn between if I should stay or should I go. The moment I shifted, though, his hand on my shoulder and firmly held me down in my seat. Too slow? You're stuck here now. Oh, you little fucking tsundere boyfriend. The one hand on my shoulder, he skewered some. Oh, I nearly misread that. He skewered some meat with his fork and shoveled it into his mouth. When he was sure I wasn't going anywhere, he removed his hand. You doing all right? Yeah. Why? Are you? I'm fine. Still wondering why you invited me to this, though. I just hear someone drop something made of glass somewhere. Oh. Well, that's a problem for someone else to deal with. It's like when you hear, like, something fall in the fridge after closing it. You're my friend, too. You're my friend, too, Ty. I asked if I could invite someone else, so, yeah. And you picked me. To come to your end of school thing. What's wrong with that? Yeah, he has a very fluffy neck. I believe it's called, like, mantle fur or something. Got kicked out, remember? This isn't a celebration for me so much as just something to do. Oh, right, oh. But, are you liking it at least? Sure, place is great. At least the gym is. Fuck knows what I'd also be doing here. Solving mysteries! Making friends, maybe? Yeah, good luck on that, pup. The rest of the meal we ate in silence, occasionally me looking across to what Ty had helped himself to and finding that it was just meat, nothing but. But, compared to what I had, I felt maybe I should have offered Ty some vegetables, but he seemed content enough with what he had. Cartoon, Mike Tyson Mysteries. I thought we were gonna say fucking like, sounds nice. Something sweet, huh? What do you want? What do you mean, what do I want? What do you want? Fuck off, ask first. Just tell me and I'll go steal it or find it from somewhere. 1, stealing is bad. 2, unless it's already in the kitchen, I don't think you're going to find anywhere nearby to steal it from anyway. Got me there. Ooh, shit. My friend, okay, just got an update from my friend. He was at a birthday party and nearly lost his phone. Glad he found it. I don't even know what I want, so that makes things harder. Damn. At least I'm not in the same boat. Oh, that's a sad face. It's gonna come up later and make me all sad, isn't it? So, you do want something sweet? Free food is free food. I'll take what I can get. The birthday parties are fun. I haven't been to one in a hot minute, though. I nodded slowly, wondering what I was going to get. It was long before the door to the kitchen swung open, and the butler emerging from a small tray of what appeared to be desserts. I don't think that was written correctly. Dessert is served, gentlemen. Pokin' too? Like dead ass? Pokemon fighting game? Also, hello, Shadowgrum Gauntlets. Oh, yeah, it is. Shit. Oh. That's an old article. I can't find anything recent. Technically rumored. Dessert is served, gentlemen. However, this particular spread was mostly Master Orlando's contribution to the meal. I'm trying to make something each of you particularly like to ease your stay in here. Looked across to Orlando, who in bright red, and flashed us all a bright smile. Nice. The butler wheeled the tray around the table, placing a dessert in front of each of us, ending with me. I don't really know. I don't really play much Pokemon, dude. You're asking someone who knows nothing of Pokemon. I turned 30. I think I'm gonna have a huge shout-out birthday party with Pinata, Bouncy Castle. Fuck yeah. I remember once being a fucking allergic to So this Bouncy Castle was made of something weird, and I remember being allergic to it. Made me all wheezy. Oh, thank you. What is it, Master Dave? I don't think I got your name. Oh, I'm no one important. Pay it no mind. Oh, you're totally fucking sussy. No, not latex. I can do latex fine. Fucking, is it Jeeves? Pardon? What's your name? What about Alfred? Butler eyed me carefully before speaking clearly and plainly. You may call me Benson. Like the fucking dude from, I was gonna say Gumball, but no, it's a regular show. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Is Jeeves a reference to another butler? I don't know that one. He bowed slightly before gently placing the dessert intended for me on the table. If that will be all, gentlemen, hope you enjoy your dessert and enjoy the rest of your evening. Feel free to leave your plates where they are, and I will collect them later. Weezer Crisis. Yeah. After a genre? Do you mean bands? I don't know what genre Weezer is. When you said latex, I was thinking of doctor gloves. You know? Those rubber gloves. Oh, ask Jeeves, huh? He looked at the dessert placed in front of me and cooed softly. What the fuck? What, are you okay? Normal people don't do that when they see dessert. The hell is this? Looked up from what I had to see what was in front of Tyson. Looks like chocolate cake. Ugh. What's wrong with chocolate? Also, what happened to you taking what you can get? Then give me yours. Wait, why? Smells like coffee. Yeah, and I like coffee. You have chocolate cake, I have tiramisu. Trade me. No. Trade me. No. Dave? What? What if we share? I don't care what the big deal is. You like chocolate. Ty sighed, shrugging. You like chocolate too, dumbass. Oh. So share? Alright, share. Sounds kinda gay to me, bro. Alright, share. Without asking, Ty roughly cut his slice of cake in half and put the bigger half on my plate. Immediately after, he scooped barely half of what I had onto his. Hey, this isn't... What? Just enjoy your dessert, you brat. I flashed Ty a smile and started with the cake, while he went for the tiramisu. It's a great chocolate cake. Rich, slightly bitter, without losing any of the normal sweetness you'd find in chocolate. Fuck. Speaking is hard, man. Words are hard. When I'm president of the world, I'm going to ban all words. No one will speak ever again. If Orlando had made this for Tyson, had he just gone with a safe option? I'd had it before. It was Orlando's go-to whenever it was someone's birthday. I bumped Tyson on the arm, giving him a quick smile. He flashed me one back, seemingly in a better mood. When I'd finished my cake, I looked to the tiramisu. Tyson seemed to like it, so I wondered how I'd enjoy it. Taking a spoonful, I gave it a try. For me, my tiramisu was creamy and chocolatey, but with those familiar coffee tones I'd hit my nose whenever I moved my spoon through the cream. Weezer metal? What the fuck? The scent of coffee had always made me nostalgic. Maybe because of how often I smelled it around the family home. It was a safe place, or at least something that I associated with safety. Before I knew it, I'd finished, sighing out content, if a little sleepy, despite there being coffee involved. I think I've had it once, but I don't really like chocolate, so I didn't like it. Ugh. Damn it. Well, with everyone well fed, we filed out into the foyer, ready to turn in for the night. Limp Biscuit. I think you mean Flaccid Pancake. Yes, that's its name in the dub. Well, I'm beat. Time to turn in. Haven't eaten that well in a long time. It was good. Very good. Better than what I've been eating. Asb. Really? That was restaurant quality, wasn't it? I'd say better. Perfect mix of restaurant quality and homely charm. I could feel Orlando tense up next to me. He took pride in his cooking, so I wasn't sure if he was taking this as a challenge or an overall comment on his capacity to cook. So, everyone turning in? Yeah, I think so. I'm with Dean on this one. Dean shuffled up to me and put an arm over my shoulder, flashing me a particular brand of grin. You with me, are you? Knowing where I'm going? Back off, Bear. I blinked, having heard that tone before. It was angry, possessive, and while rarely directed at me, it didn't normally mean anything good. Oh no, he's just like Leo. I think. Again, I remind you, chat, that I have yet to finish Echo. What? What do you mean they walked back Flaccid Pancake? What? That's no! Oh man. What broke? Hopefully it's just a bottle or something. Must have caught Dean off guard as he pulled his arm back and stepped away soon after. I heard Sal say something. Jeez, 3 S words out all after the other. That's hard. I heard Sal say something to Dean, arms folded across his chest while Dean looked sheepish yet apologetic. But as for Orlando, he stepped forward to confront Tyson. You shouldn't mind your tone, Wolf. I don't know, I fucking switched to a completely different tone of voice for that line, but I don't know. What? Looking to pick a fight over how I talk? If that was talking, I'd have a civil conversation with you. Two started snarling at one another, then I looked between them, not sure how to defuse the situation. As Ty took a step towards Orlando, Sal stepped over from his talk with Dean and grabbed Ty under his arms, lifting him just off the ground so he couldn't do anything more. Hoss pulled Orlando aside before to keep them properly separated. Jar of vodka sauce. Vodka sauce? Never heard of that before. Yeah, this might not be the best time, but I wanted to pitch something to everyone. Somehow, it was enough to defuse the situation, that Rosso seemed to have room to speak freely. So, we're here for a month. I figured why not make a game of it while we're here? Okay, what sort of game? Well, Hoss and I found a gaming room on the same floor as the bedroom, so I was thinking that DVDs or video games couldn't quite... offer, something we can do as a group, or in teams. Oh, but what do you have in mind? I haven't gotten that far. were grumbles from some of the others before I asked if he had any ideas, and the fire reignited in Roswell's eyes. Yes, something I'll need to ask Benson about first, but it has the potential to be a lot of fun. Uh-oh, he's gonna fucking challenge us to a shadow game and steal our souls. Oh geez, 21 viewers. Hello. It's a lot of people. I like fun. Besides, playing only video games for a month seems, I don't know, like a waste of a mansion? I agree. Oh, shit, I thought that was, I was kind of confused who was speaking. Like a waste of a mansion? I agree. Not bad to have another option, I suppose, outside of maybe finding a spot to do some fishing. I don't have any ideas. Yeah, damn it, I was gonna make it say, like, besides murder, but shit, already beat me to it. Kimono. Shino taking off his kimono. There. Yeah, well, I don't think he wears a kimono, but, you know what I mean. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. If you need help, just give me a heads up. Same here. But for now I'm going to bed. Oh, he seems sad. Makes two of us. Night, everyone. Dean and Haas wandered up the stairs and out of sight. Night, Dave. Night, Dave. Yeah, sleep well. See you at breakfast? Roswell and Orlando followed suit. Ty shrugged Sal off, grumbling. He was let go and kicked the ground, annoyed. Tyson didn't really say much else, shooting Sal an unimpressed look before heading upstairs. Oh, I misread that. I thought you meant like kimono, like with an I. Oopsies. Oopsies. As for Sal, he nodded once and gave me a small wave. He nodded once before giving me a small wave. Gave me a small wave before heading upstairs, like all the others before him. Yeah, I know what kimono means, though. I just misread it. Gosh. I'm all sorts of fucked up. I stood there, taking another look around the grand entry. The furnishings, the stairs leading up to the first floor. If I were royalty, I'd feel the part in the castle easily. But still, something wasn't quite right. Something foreboding seemed to be lingering just beyond view. Something that was making me feel uneasy in the pit of my stomach. No, spooky, spooky, spooky. I just realized I have Ty on the thumbnail for this, like, serious. I just realized that's Ty on the thumbnail for this video. I just picked something I found on Google. I felt the hair on the back of my neck stand on end, and I spun to see if anyone was there. If I hadn't watched Tyson go upstairs on his own, I'd have assumed he was playing another trick on me. Still, I was alone as far as I could see. Maybe the butler is watching you through a hole in the wall. No one's here. No one's there, right? Silence. Mr. Benson? More silence. It was just tiredness. After all, there wasn't anything sinister here, right? We could trust Roswell's capacity to not invite us to a murder mansion for vacation, right? Nothing could have been the side of my bed by the time I got up to my room. As soon as I laid down and my head hit the pillow, I was out like a light. Path? Ooh. Day 2. Must have forgotten to set an alarm, for when I woke up, I had no idea what time it was. Still, I was thankful that my room had an adjoining bathroom, a comfort that I was somewhat familiar with, given what my bedroom was like at home. My muscles felt sore, maybe just from being in an unfamiliar bed, but given I had my own shower, what better time to test it out? Didn't have one before bed, and there's something to be said about bathing regularly. Wow. Oh, yeah, there are CGs in this. Ugh. Once I was under the water, I realized how gross I felt. It was just from sitting in the bus for hours and wandering around an old house. Tyson's sprite in game looks most different than the CGs. Out of all characters in the CG, he looks buff, but in sprite, he looks chubby. Yeah, that makes sense. He is supposed to be like a gym bro, isn't he? Thankfully, I wasn't sharing a bed with anyone. But if that was going to happen, I guess the incentive to have a shower beforehand would have been there. Ooh, bright happy music, woo. Once I was dressed, I headed downstairs to breakfast, assuming everyone was already there. Sure enough, I was the last to arrive. Where's my fucking slippy cup? Yo. You got the true ending. Was it emotionally intense? Cancelled. So I just gotta stand here waiting for maintenance to show up. Oh wow, you're still standing there? That's kind of a bummer. Much like dinner, there were trays out with the typical breakfast fixings. Toast, eggs, bacon, cereal, hotel buffet style if scaled down a little bit just for the 7 of us. I could go for egg and bakey. Why not? Why not what? I don't remember what I say. You gotta remind me. Good morning. Morning, Roswell. I sat down with my breakfast, looking at what seemed to be distracting him. The first thing I noticed was a notepad, open to a blank page with his pen poised to write something. Seemed like he was about to start writing before I noticed what was keeping him from doing so. Oh. Alzheimer alien. Hello, Law. His gaze pointed out to two distinct groups sitting at the table. At the far end were Ty and Sal, with Sal almost playing as a barrier between Tyson and the rest of us sitting at the other end of the table. They weren't making conversation with one another, although Sal seemed much more eager to eat than Ty. Down our end of the table, Dean was making small talk with Orlando and Haas. Without fail, each of them would look over to the other two. Things still tender from last night? Yeah, I just don't sleep. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. Oh, okay. I got more than 3 hours of sleep, but okay. I went to bed at like 3. Okay. Oh. I think I did get 3 hours of sleep last night, chat, because I went to bed at like 3 and woke up at like 6, and I've still have yet to even take a nap. Whoops. Yeah, Kate Sith in SMT5 is using his Puss in Boots model. Boots, hat, rapier. It's really nice. A little bit. No punch. A little bit, I think. No punches being thrown, but still. Was it really that bad? Also shot me a look, as if expecting me to know the answer. Hopefully this blows over soon. It's gonna make an awkward month if they keep going at it the whole time. No, well, remember the flower. I've heard lots of good things about Remember the Flowers. What? Two dangerous people. What? Really? Right, well, right. I forgot. Why did Japan name its movies so weird? I nodded slowly, scratching the back of my head. We'd been here for one night, and if we were here the whole month, infighting was going to get old fast. It'd probably be fine. There's enough space to keep them separate. Probably enough space to let us all do our own thing without stepping on anyone's toes. No. Sword. I'm not very good with the naming swords. Cutlass is like pirate sword, right? Where does that leave you, though? Me? Well, I'm gonna finalize this thing, talk to Benson about some stuff, maybe look into what's around the mansion beyond the trees. Oh. What? In the forest? You were sleeping for most of the trip, but I know there's a river out there. I wanted to, river out there for if we wanted to go swimming or fishing. Fishing maybe, but we have a pool for swimming. Okay, well, what about an old shack? What? What, like a tool shed? Exciting. Not like a cabin, you dummy. How do you even know about something like that anyway? Rosal seemed taken aback, looking thoughtful if confused for a moment before replying. I think it was my parents. Might have been Benson. I don't know. Huh. There's writing in the other novels. One scene. Oh. Maybe I should get to playing around with the flowers. What anime? When will Fuuri might know what happens if you solo fight the Demi Fiend, he just uses Gaia Rage, right? Yeah, he's a DLC boss in 5. Violet Evergarden. Yeah. I don't know that. I've heard of that one, but I've never watched it. Don't know anyone who has either. Tyson got up suddenly, seemingly done with his meal, and left. All eyes were on him as he did, but he didn't seem to care. As for Sal, he moved towards the rest of the group, but remained stoic as ever. Stoic. Yeah, chaotic will. Gaia Rage was what he used in that other SMT game for the PS2. The one people hype up all the time. I think Remember the Flowers is finished. I think it finished relatively recently too. No, not Raido Kuzunoha. Digital Devil Saga. That one. Also, hello, Vincent. Orlando, for the most part, seemed to be most relieved with Ty's absence, but Dean was the first to speak. Well, I don't know what you guys are planning to... You know, Chad, I tried going to sleep before fucking stream started specifically to avoid this. Oh, you have to seal him before he has 50. Oh. So he's like Lucifer in SMT3. We're holding Deer on himself back to full HP. Oh, some weird thing about Lucifer in SMT3. You can beat him without buffs because for some reason, if you never debuff him, without using buffs or debuffs, you can't beat him without using debuffs specifically, because for some reason, if you never debuff him, he doesn't use Medeiron. That's something that only happens if you debuff him. Like, I forget who it was, but they used on like a no buff or debuff run of SMT Nocturne, and he got right up until Lucifer and was just unable to do it until he only resorted to like buffs and debuffs. But if you just don't do it, he just leaves you alone. It's so weird. Okay, but I did give myself longer to sleep. I tried taking a fucking nap at like noon. That was like 6 hours for me to take a heckin' nap, and it just didn't work. Yeah, you're not supposed to play SMT solo, and Lucifer proves that. Well, I don't know what you guys are planning on doing today, but I was gonna check out the greenhouse out back. See what's growing in there. I'll go swim, maybe, or the gym downstairs. How's that activity shaping up, Roswell? Any chances to talk to Benson yet? Not finished, but it does have a conclusive ending when you finish. Oh, ew. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Not yet. I hope to have something sorted out soon though. If I see him before you do, I'll mention that you want to see him. Don't they? The bosses in a Nocturne actually have infinite SP or just a lot of SP? That's okay. I'm just gonna wait here until he came to clean up after breakfast. Works for me. Gives me a chance to go for a walk and check out the rest of the place. Okay, I tried to, and you know what? It didn't work. I just couldn't take a nap, dude. It just didn't work. Yeah. Huh. Okay, so y'all remember when Shinzo Abe got assassinated, right? With the makeshift shotgun? Makes the two of us. I'll see you guys around. The Japanese Prime Minister, the Shinzo Abe, that's what I'm talking about. So, we're all splitting up? Yeah, well, apparently Japan may seek to dissolve the Muni's church in the wake of the Shinzo Abe killing. World's most effective assassination ever. Not only did he, get the politicians to distance themselves from it, they might dissolve the fucking religion. Like, bro. All he did was make it doohickey and blammo. That's wild. So, we're all splitting up? The Moonies. Chapter 16? RT, that's a lot of fucking chapters. Good lord. I mean, don't you just use physical almighty attacks? At least I'm talking about SMT 5. Because I know there's physical almighty attacks and all that stuff. Seems like it. See everyone at mealtime. Once everyone else had left, that just left Roswell and I. He still had his pen poised to write, but his page was still empty. Need a hand? Oh, it's alright. You just get them coffee in before you go feral. Hey, I'm not that bad without coffee. You're pretty bad. Fine. I ate and drank in relative silence. The prospect of me getting coffee seemingly an inspiration for a novel by how much Roswell was suddenly jotting down. Yeah, Dakunda. Granted, what boss doesn't respond by using Dakunda and Dekaja? Yeah. Oh, hello, Oxwhite. Hell yeah, Fox McCloud. Well, gotta love them. Yeah, and Pixie. She found him at the beginning of the game. He evolved her into Uber Pixie. That's just his bae now. When I was done, I left the dining room to explore. Gosh, there's so many options. Cool. You know, looking at like the live action One Piece, it's kind of weird to see like Shanks with like stubble that isn't also red. Like, I get why they didn't do that in like the live action, because that would just be weird, but like, yeah, it's weird to see him with stubble that isn't red. Like he had red eyebrows and his hair was genuinely just red. Like every bit of it. Huh. Yeah. Dye your beard. They should reboot it. Dude, fuck, they should do something with it. I wandered outside in search of the pool. Didn't have to look very hard. As the smell of chlorine and the sound of splashing guided me towards a large fenced-off area at one end of the backyard. Macra. Is Makara in SMT? I'm not actually sure. Sal was on the other side of the fence, swimming laps. While I looked for a way in, he came over to wait by the side of the pool. I had bubble tea not too long ago. I was partial to it. They dyed Star Fox's beard? I feel like I'm missing a part of that conversation. Or did they have Star Fox bubble tea? I haven't actually played Soul Hackers 2, but I do own it. Sal's on the other level, bro. Whoopsies. I should totally stream. Duh. I was thinking of the first Soul Hackers. I was not thinking of like Ringo and all them. I was like, wait, what? Then it hit me. I was like, wait a minute. I'm thinking of the wrong game. I need to get back to Soul Hackers 2, honestly. I don't know how I missed the gate twice on my search, but once I'd found it, I wandered over to Sal. I like how Sal didn't tell him where the gate was. He just fucking let him wander around. Yeah, that's beautiful. Only the women can hit men, and only the men can hit women. Beautiful. Took you long enough. Could have told me where the gate was. Hey, the gate was hard to find. Hello, Vermin Geomancer. Honestly, I'm more than a little tired, but fuck it. We're going for 4 hours, I swear to God. There's a few. Watch Sal as he proceeded to point out each gate. In turn, I felt stupid for not seeing them sooner. But it was easy to see them now that I knew what they looked like. She blocks it. Not like blocks it stat-wise, but quite literally just blocks the attack. Oh, neat. I forgot I had T-chat. It's kind of cold now. And they're not that hard to spot if you know what you're looking for. I guess it's one of those things I just haven't had much exposure to, you know? Not having to pull at home at all. Do you not know how to swim? Nah, I know how to swim. I've been to the beach. My parents had me take lessons when I was a kid. Huh. I just kind of naturally figured out how to swim on my own. It wasn't super ultra mega hard. The corner of Sal's mouth went up to a jeering smile. Yay! So I can smile. Lessons. As Arda. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in Soul Hackers 2. I haven't even finished it. I've barely played it since I stopped streaming it. Cute. Taking a breath, he dove back into the pool and disappeared under the water. His silhouette moved as he swam from one end of the pool to the back and back without coming up for air once. When he came back, I could see him staring at me from under the water. Expression focused, if uncertain. With him swimming around so much, I wonder if I should have brought my own swimming trunks and how tempting it was looking. Soon enough, he continued his laps, leaving me to look around. There wasn't much of the pool itself, aside from being large. There were storage lockers, most of which were open shy of 2 that seemed to be closed and locked. Chekhov's gun. I bet that's going to be important later. Aside from that, some spare pool gear, flippers, standard stuff. All of it was in its own locker behind a wire fence. I was back in front of the lockers, checking things out before I realized Sal was standing behind me. Almost effortlessly, he picked me up by the waist and shifted me to get to the locker I'd been standing in front of. Pulling a key out of his Speedo, he opened one of the lockers. That must have been so uncomfortable in your Speedo, dude. You have your own locker already? Needed a place to store my towel. Oh, right. That makes sense. You can take a different one. Keys are sticking out if you ever decide to join me. Despite retrieving a towel, he didn't retrieve his clothes. Instead, looking off somewhere and leaving his locker open. I looked inside, back to Sal, then to the locker again. Showers are this way. Okay, neat. Did you see they have flippers? Flippers, Sal. You don't need flippers if you can swim. But they're fun. They make you go fast. Sal shook his head, sighing. Closed the door next to his locker and led the way over to what appeared to be a stall using a wooden privacy screen, similar to what you'd see at the beach. Can you hold my towel? Okay, sure, easy. Sal disappeared behind the screen and threw his towel over the top of the booth. I caught it, admitting how plush it was to the touch, wondering if this was the same towel from one of the bathrooms out inside. I heard the water start to run, called over to Sal. How's the water today? Good? I've never actually made use of flippers. How's the water today? Good? Yeah. The voice came out clear enough, so I guess he could hear me fine enough. Clear enough. So I guess he could hear me fine enough. You were just doing laps? There was a groan of affirmation before I heard the water turn off. I grimaced, wondering if I was just poor conversationalist. That said, Sal has always kind of been this way as far as interactions. I realized that despite hearing the water turn off, Sal hadn't said anything. Call out, throw the towel over, do nothing. I listened and waited. Probably best not to throw the towel over just yet, in case it was doing something else, like polishing his scales, or if the floor was too wet to risk blindly throwing it over. It must have been a couple minutes standing at the partition before I felt him tapping my shoulder, crossing his arms with a barrel-like chest after. He was still wet, water clinging to him and giving his scales a glossy finish. But he was not pleased. His eyes narrowed down, foot tapping, looking me up and down. Towel, please. So the name Arda Google means like half. So like half soul? I don't know. Looked him over and gulped before I knew what I was doing, and the next moment he snatched a towel off me and stomped over to the deck chairs, his short tail whapping me solidly in the side as he passed. Oh no, we fucked up. Sorry, he grumbled, drawing himself off as he walked. I felt foolish, apologizing under my breath, and he stopped, sighing out as he placed the towel down over one of the chairs. Next time, when water goes off, just throw me the towel. If I wanted to be wet, I would have stayed in the pool. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Same way I had been thrown over the first time, I returned it the same way. The sound of it being snatched out the air preceded the sound of hurried drying. Thank you. I stepped out. He didn't usually smile, but when he stepped past, patting me on the shoulder as we headed to the deck chairs. Good weather for relaxing. Oh yeah, I don't think they were forecasting any rain today, at least. Having the ability to fucking rewind time is baller. Oh yeah, don't think they were forecasting any rain today, at least. Even if it rained, it'd be fine. I like the rain. I remember the day we met well. It had been raining and I noticed that Sal had just been standing outside in it for a solid hour. First I thought he'd forgotten his umbrella while he was waiting for the bus home. Nope, just really enjoyed the rain. So I think I'm gonna go check out the other parts of the house. Okay. It was fun that there was a tinge of sadness in his voice, but he made no effort to stop me from going. Maybe he was lonely, but Sal struck me as someone wanting company all that often, if at all. Remember, gate is over there. Laughing nervously, I backed away and left Sal to his own devices. I know like a few emus give you the ability to rewind. I love tying it to a button. It's a lot of fun. It's hard enough to get a read on him on a good day. That's just the kind of person he was. Gym. We're going to the gym. Found myself heading down to the basement. Even as I walked down, I could hear the smell of someone down here. Groans and hear and smell someone's down here. Oh, whoopsie. Groans and grunts. The clanging of metal. It's Ty. It's only a matter of following the sound until I came across another room down here. Well lit and lined with training equipment. Excuse me. I don't know why I burped. I guess it was a fucking tea, but I don't know. Didn't have any sodium in it. 56. 57. Oh, gym background. From the look of things, Tyson was doing weights, laying on his back and pushing himself without assistance. I was sworn it was dangerous to do stuff like this solo. It is dangerous. You should always have a spotter. That's Fuuri's lesson for you for today, chat. Get a spotter. Not that I really knew, despite having a part-time job in a gym for a while. 58. He's struggling now. I'm shaking as he was doing reps. I stay near the entrance. I'd hate to see him accidentally drop on his chest, but I don't think I'd get much help getting it off him. 59. And with a growl, he put the weight back on his stand, flopping over the bench, panting hard, tongue lolling out the side of his mouth. Working hard? What, Dave? How long have you been standing there anyway? Crush your windpipes instantly and die. Owie. On my head on my desk. How long? What do you want? I was just checking in. Sorry doing weights and was. I'm not going to anymore. He rubbed his arms, looking gingerly over at the machine. Then I've pushed a little hard this time. Added too much weight or something. Arms are killing me already. Still, I love that feeling you get after working out. The way my muscles feel. Don't do it as often as I want, but it makes me feel strong, yeah? I mean, we could possibly find a way to get you a gym membership, if you want it at least. Ugh, pass. I can make do at home. You, on the other hand, could do with some exercise, Pop. Thick indeed. Hey, I'm not that, poked my belly, grimacing. I'm just fluffy, yeah. Besides, last time I worked out, I don't think I was doing something right. Ended up hurting all over for a couple days after. I don't remember you asking me for advice. Oh no, I just went down to the park and kinda just wanted to try and copy what they were doing. I knew as soon as I said it, Ty was getting the wrong idea. Watching the other guys, huh? No, not like that, just to copy. Yeah, sure you are. Bit gay, ain't it? I don't know, sounds pretty gay to me. I grumbled despite Ty thoroughly enjoying the implications of what I'd said. So, checked in enough yet? If all you're doing is lifting weights, I guess so. The amount of noise you were making could have been anything. Didn't realize how loud I was. Guess I should be more careful in the future. Got a license for the gay? Or, close the door to the gym. Maybe I like to make a little noise. Besides, you could only hear me once you were down here, right? Well, yeah, I guess. That and smell you. Tyson's gaze narrowed. Ugh, jeez. Ugh. Hopefully I don't get a runny nose. God damn it. My nose twitched as I tilted my head slowly and with a frown, uncertain of what he was looking at, like me, what he was looking at me like that for. Probably hyenas and stuff. You can smell me, huh? Yeah? And? My nose twitched again as I thought over my reply. Which one, chat? Use a shower or you like how he smells? Which one? Ugh. Two. This Tyson run? Yes, it is. One shower. Okay, we're going with the smell thing. You weirdos. What? Tilted my head again, confused. What do you mean? Oh, I cut that out. You like how I smell? You're gonna put your nose to that man and give it a big whiff. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Just don't go telling people that. They might get the wrong idea. No, think you're all kinds of fucked for being into that shit. Slowly, the realization dawned on me, my eyes widening in panic as I tried to explain myself. What? No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, it is. Shut up. Oh, so you're not into that sort of stuff, huh? I grumbled this time as the fur atop my head, aggressively enough to shake me around slightly. Jerk. Joik. Brat. Your nose might be good, but it's going to get you into trouble one day still. Huh? You like how I smell? I'm getting a real answer this time. Oh, well, I guess it's just that it's familiar. If I can smell you, I know you're nearby, and that's, I don't know, something I'm used to. They bros or something? They know each other? Huh. Oh God. That's gonna be so awkward. For whatever reason, seemed like Tyson think, his eyes drawn away from me and his brow furrowed. After a few moments of silence, I figured I should change topics. So what? Are you just gonna keep exercising, or are you done for the day? I haven't decided yet. Probably best that I stay out of the way. Probably best that I stay out the way of everyone else. We just don't get on. Don't think we ever will, right? Can't blame Ty for feeling this way. After all, for a lot of us, he'd been a common link. Given the school can't blame Ty for feeling this way. After all, for a lot of us, he'd been a common link, given the school he'd been to in the past. Didn't help that nearly in all of them, he was kicked out for bad behavior. His reputation as a bully preceded him. Not to mention how he behaved last night. Somehow, we'd end up unlikely friends, given his happenstance, really. Quit being weird about that. Pretend to wash someone's clothes. Sounds like a setup to like one of those stories you read on Fur Affinity. Well, what? I guess I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna keep exploring. Alright, see you, pup. I wandered out the gym and headed back upstairs, leaving Tyson to figure out what he wanted to do in his room. Alright, chat. I'm gonna go pee for real quick, because I've been drinking fucking so much. But discuss which place you should go to next. The Vault, the Greenhouse Museum, Conservatory, or the Rec Room? Discuss, chat. Discuss. I'm back. Rec Room, Roswell, or Little Roswell Museum Rec Room. Wow, y'all really want to go to the Rec Room. That's what I call it. Hello, Zoopnai. Greenhouse is Dean. Well, the spoilers, but we're going to the Rec Room. Oh, ball table. It didn't take long wandering around the first floor to find the games room. It was one of the bigger rooms on the floor by far. The moment I stepped in, I almost jumped from the sudden cheering coming from Orlando, standing by a machine against the wall. High score! Woo! As I wandered closer, I saw that he was hunched over a pinball machine. A look of focus and joy spread across his face as he watched the ball move around inside the machine. While he finished the game, I had to look around the room. There was a bar in the corner, a few tables set up, and shy of the massive beanbag stacked neatly in the far wall, what was assumed it was a casino. Pretty cool, huh? I don't know why I suddenly switched to a Sonic voice for that, but like I felt that it was necessary. I looked across to Orlando, who spoke while he played with his eyes on the tracking ball. His eyes tracking the ball. It's very, said ritzy, but he's been saying that about the place in general, really. Yapstick. Orlando stepped back from the machine, having finished his game for the time being. He's not wrong, though. When I walked in, I thought I was about to get carded for wandering into a private casino. Are they expensive? I've never actually, checked. You know, I should probably shave. Just, on the off chance. Boop. Pinball. Oh, shit. Fuck that, or I don't know. Pinball. Mackin. Oh, wow. They are nearly $1,000. What in the actual fuck? Why are pinball machines so expensive? It's a pinball machine. He pointed out some of the machines nearby against the wall. That seemed to just be slot machines. Just as well, I don't have my ID on me. People collect digital slot machines? I mean, fucking pinball machines? Get jiggery. That's a new word. But you're not underage. Neither of us are anymore. Don't they need to do that anyway? Just to be sure? Maybe, but even then, you got your wallet on you, right? Next thing I saw was Orlando patting down his pockets frantically. I must have left it in my room. It could have just gone to your room and get it, right? Oh, I suppose that's true, but better tell Roswell because he's going to get carded for sure. Assuming they let him in and all. I somehow think a casino wouldn't want to hit Roswell near any of the card tables. Between you and forgetting your ID and Roswell not being allowed in, I'm sure you two would rather go do something else anyway. Yeah. Honestly, I've never really been one for building furniture. Probably. The pair of them made quite the duo, which is probably why they ended up having a lot of fun running the school's anime club, as unpopular as it was at the start of this year. So, you've just been playing pinball, or have you tried anything else in here? Mostly pinball. Didn't want to try setting the other thing up just yet. What other thing? There's a whole bunch of gaming systems hooked up to the TV, or a projector sort of thing over there. Couldn't figure out how to turn it on, but when there's something I can pick up and play with, why bother? That, I guess. There are card tables too, as I'm sure you've seen. More for poker, I think, but that's more Roswell's thing. Most of the cards have a halo foil and set numbers. Holofoil and set numbers. Oh, he's talking about magic. Oh yeah, from the booster packs. Then you make the decks and win. Well, I prefer more to collect. Tried the competitive thing once, but well, you were there for that. At the convention, right? I didn't think many people played card games. You're there to look at other things anyways. Still, it was a nice adventure we took. I just liked going in costume, and that one game was really hard. Hey, it was a bit of fun, but I don't think people really recognize the character. It's still fun though. Maybe next time Roswell will come. the very least, it's good to know if something else. Fuck. The very least, it's good to know there's something else here I can do instead of hanging around the kitchen all day. Yeah, but I don't. Does Yu-Gi-Oh have set numbers? No, I mean they do, but are they? Like, I don't think they're clearly written on the boxes. You know, it's easier to slurp things when you're like slurp things that aren't coming in a mug, which is weird. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh would be fucking brutal. Honestly, I think that is Yu-Gi-Oh's problem. That is getting people into it. Because its retention isn't bad. If you get into it, you can stick with it. The problem is that getting into it is a fucking mess. He honestly probably is talking about draft sets for Magic, but we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's the card game I know. I mean, yeah, isn't he like assuming like the set number, like numbers on the tin rather than just like those like little like confirmation codes on like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff? I'm like, I don't really fucking play physical Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, but like I'm pretty sure they don't do that anymore. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they never did that actually. Yeah, once. Given how you made everyone's desserts last night, it's no surprise you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Well, I tried with what I had to work with. Tyson and Hoss were the hard ones. Chocolate cakes seem like a safe bet. For Tyson, well, I don't really, you don't really what? Like him. Ah. Well, I can't have him not get a dessert. Imagine the fuss he'd make. Imagine what he might do to me. Well, I would have shared with him if that happened. He did like yours, though, right? Yeah, he had coffee, so I was happy, but now that I think about it... What? Are you open to requests? Depends. On what? The freezer is completely stockpiled with stuff, so we're fine for food for a long while, it seems. Same with the pantry, at least for basic sundries, so as long as it's within the house and it's not overly complex, there shouldn't be any problem. So what if I wanted pie? Pie, huh? Sure, pie is great. Pie should be easy enough. What flavor, though? Scratch my chin thinking about it. Now that's just weird, the good old days. Which kind of pie? Apple pie? Cherry pie? Pumpkin pie? Pie flavor. Oh. Oh. Apple. You know, this reminds me of the fucking side quest from No More Heroes 3. You know, the dude who got rid of half of all apple pie. Okay, I'm gonna be I mean, it is kind of leaning towards fall. I actually looked it up earlier today. It'll be fall the 28th. But what the fuck was I thinking? So that's 1 cherry, 1 pumpkin, 1 apple. Okay, 2 pumpkin. But yeah, does anyone remember that one side quest from No More Heroes 3 about apple pie? Yeah, honestly, one of my favorite things to do, like the fucking whatchamacallit time. And also Halloween on. Wait, I said Halloween on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Is like just roasted pumpkin seeds, and not like buy them, just like roast them with like one of those lighters, you know. Bounce slightly on my feet, happy. I love pumpkin. Maybe it was just the shape or the color. I didn't know what. Land, however, didn't seem too impressed. Pumpkin pie. Yeah, pumpkin bread works, so why not pie? Well, Lano's side out, scratching his head. And pick something else if you want. No, pumpkin is fine, really. A little tame, but it's fine. Tame? Should have gone with something like, I don't know, pecan? Don't really like call pecan anymore tame. I don't call pecan anymore tame, but if you want pumpkin, then I guess I'm making pumpkin. But ugh, pumpkin. Such a waste of pie flavor. Laugh, nervous. Should I just make it then? I need help. No, I got it covered. Kitchen has a great oven. No need to breathe on anything this time. Didn't think you needed to breathe on anything last time, though. If you have fire breath, why not try it? Much no handy it'd be to know you can just know what you can and can't use it for. Yeah, he's a little lighter than like scales. Yeah, scales. A little too light to be called pumpkin colored. But cooking? Grandpa seemed to think it was a neat idea to try. Make the most of what skills you have. I mean, I was still a little burned in places. And undercooked in others. Not my proudest moment. Yeah, like, he can breathe, like, legit fire. Makes it weird that he's scared of Tyson. Like, bro, you can breathe fire. It's like exhaling him a little bit. He'll die. But as much of a failing experiment as that was, Orlando was typically on the mark with his more experimental pieces. He made the call to use his fire breath when the oven was playing up, and, well, still, gotta keep at it, right? I mean, I'm in it just to make the things, and pie is just pie. Pie is pie. Yep. It's hard to make someone not like you. How would you go about doing that? Would you just antagonize them at every fucking opportunity? Ugh. And something else I need to get started on later. So I'm gonna get some exploring done before I get stuck in the kitchen. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, so you basically have to reverse a social link, which is just be the world's biggest asshole. Oh my god. I hope that, will they remove that from their Persona 3 Reloaded? Because it was honestly kind of fun. But you don't need to do it right away, honest. Oh wow, I am tired. I just yawned hard enough that, like, fucking tears in my eyes. Good lord. Don't worry. I want to make pie. Really do. Oh, well, so I'll see you at dinner, I think. Just don't go sleeping through it if you go for a nap. I won't. Orlando bounded past me and out the door, leaving me alone in the room. Seemed like a fun place, but without anyone to share it with, there was little reason to stay. Now, there was every chance I'd find myself back here later, so for now, I left. What the heck does that mean? Is he like fucking Leo? Does he like stab me to death? Does he commit a stablery? Conservatory. Yeah, okay, chat. You remember that fucking thing I mentioned last time? That weird little blinking issue? Because it's still here. And yeah, it's not showing up on stream. And ugh. Oh, right. Yeah. Musum. Found myself on the top floor again, following the sound of someone humming. It's Roswell. Like that final level from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. No, 2 is the bull. 2 is the bull ring. 1 is Roswell. The room was large, reminiscent of a study on steroids, or perhaps a trophy room, or even a library that had more than just books. So, a library. I I need to visit libraries more often, chat. Libraries are fucking cool. Roswell was already wandering around, running his hands over some books, looking over them before he noticed me. Oh, Dave! Dave, I didn't see you there. I need to read more too, but I'm busy these days. Roswell wandered over, happy as could be. This place is great. They have books on nearly anything you could ask for. Really? Really? Even if you and ghosts and summoning demons. Haven't had a proper look, but it's an interesting collection for sure. You're telling me. What sort of place has books like that? An evil, spooky library. One that's haunted by demons. Roswell snickered to himself, shaking his head. No ordinary mansion, that's for sure. You didn't really sell our souls for this, right? Like, that was only to mess with Orlando, right? I promise, nothing like that. Roswell unwrapped a piece of candy and threw it into his mouth, smiling to himself. I had a look, and those books look sketchy at best. Almost like made as a joke. It wouldn't surprise me if some of these were just made to mess with people. Davey? Was that a reference to like Daydream Davey, that fucking AVGN video? Or episode? Wild, the thing he's been doing. It's wild to think how long he's been doing that. Like, that nigga was making AVGN episodes when I was in fucking middle school. I've graduated college and he's still making them. I don't know what 8 Crazy Nights is. Good pitch the concept. Yeah, that's true. The libraries are currently dying. Still what? If they're just to mess with people, they can't be dangerous, right? Could they? Hanukkah movie. I can guarantee that there's a very, very low chance of anyone just picking up one of these books and doing any real harm. Oh, you'd have to pick up the book and just start bashing you over the skull with it. Unless I decide to oh, okay, geez, that's what I said. Okay, stealing my jokes. Roswell, not funny. No one's barbaric enough to commit murder with one of these books. They aren't nearly heavy enough. I feel like that's some evil foreshadowing. I followed as Roswell pointed out some books on the top shelf of one of the bookcases. Only really heavy ones are these encyclopedias up here. It'd be a lot of work to just get them down. Just hit someone over the head with them. You could do better with like a knife or something. Once again, I felt uneasy about how casually Roswell was talking about how one could off someone with what was in this room. Roswell must have noticed as he hurriedly dug around his pocket for another piece of saltwater taffy and handed it to me. Sorry, too much detail? Just maybe a little. Don't worry, these sorts of things are all so low in probability of happening. You have a better chance of winning the lottery. Well, you could say you have a better chance of winning a month-long vacation in a spooky haunted mansion. Quit jinxing us, Roswell. When all that shit happens, just know I'm blaming Roswell. My attention went to a suit of armor in the corner, a large sword resting underneath its hands on the pommel. What about something like that? As I pointed it out, Roswell followed my gaze and nodded slowly. It's possible. I mean, borrowing that sword seems easier than climbing a ladder to get every book, right? The way Roswell seemed to whoop. I opened up Dislike. I forgot I didn't do that today, so I'm sorry if you heard that chat. Ugh. Either way, the game has pop-ups. Obviously, the armor is going to be important. It's going to be important to us to getting murdered. But you know what, chat? If I'm doing my math correctly, and there's a very decent chance I'm not, I might actually have enough records to do 10 pulls and do the pulls and dislike. The way Roswell thoroughly seemed to consider the option was almost worrying. His brow was furrowed, and he scratched his chin before flashing me a polite smile. Well, maybe. Have you ever used a sword before? Ones like those can be kind of weighty. Not to mention you'd have a hard time prying it away from the armor. Thank you for your expert advice, Roswell. What makes you say that? Chekhov's possessed armor. Isn't that a fucking... I was gonna say, like... That sounds like a fucking Scooby-Doo villain, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Chihaya and Roswell would be... Chihaya Mifune from, whatchamacallit? From, Persona 5? Alright, 10 span. Let's see what we get, chat. Oh, purple. Well, because it's just a display, chances are the sword is tied down to something in some way in some way attached to stop it from falling over. Yeah, okay. Angichai, new guy? Is it new? Nope. Boo. Hiss. Oh, just normally someone wearing the armor would be pushing down, you know, to keep it standing upright like that. It's not a fucking FNAF reference. Oh, wow. Another 4-star. I got 3 4-stars on 1 10 pull. That's honestly pretty good for Disc Sanders. This game is fucking greedy. I guess that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Oh, Chad, how have your pulls in Asama gone? Y'all make any, like, good headway? Yeah, all dupes, but whatever. So, Roswell, anything else deadly in the room I should know about? Ah, nuts. Freddy Fazbear and plate meal. Roswell laughed at my attempt to lighten the mood, and I found myself smiling too. So it worked. Your attempt worked. I need to actually like make some serious pulls. At least for my piece, at least for like say a profile on my phone. Deadly? No. Although if you're looking for the information, or even just neat things to look at in this room. Although if you're ever looking for information, or even just neat things to look at, this is the room. 2 off-banner 5 stars. Damn. I keep getting 4 stars. I want to keep exploring this room. Still plenty of things to check out. What about you? Kicking my ass. Making me type so much slower. I get that feel. Sometimes I try typing on my phone, but honestly, usually I just go to my PC. And recently, I'm trying to save stone tickets a bit. I'll probably have some 10 pulls closer to the end of the current event. But do be careful. I'm like 90% sure next month is the Halloween? Oh wow, all of banners. I keep getting 4 stars, but no 5 stars. Like, goddamn. Guess I keep looking at this mansion. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Well, if I get bored... Oh, jeez. You'll know where to find me. Giving me back a quick salute, Roswell wandered away, disappearing behind a bookcase while I turned around and left the room. Conservatory. Oh, which place is that? The vault, greenhouse, or conservatory? Yeah, it's way past my bedtime. I'm very tired. More 4 stars, chat. I think I haven't done a single pull and not gotten a 4-star. Conservatory. More fucking dupes. I wandered all the way upstairs to where I'd run into Roswell and Haas the day before. As I entered the room, I saw Haas looking around, seemingly minding his own business. Woo! It's a lot! We're getting a golden! We're getting a golden one, chat! That means we're getting a 5-star. Well, only one, though. Who's it gonna be? Well, hey! Hey, it's for horses. Oh, it's fucking duplicate 5-star. Get out of here! Oh, I'm not doing pulls in Hasamo. I'm doing pulls in Dislight. They aren't guaranteed in there. Whatever. Hey! So what brings you up here? Just looking around. What? No looking to spend what? No looking to spend some quality time with me instead? Oh gosh. Oh, you know, if you just want some quality time with Senpai, you just have to ask. Another dupe. Why are dupes so fucking common in this game? Good lord, I don't even have this dupe problem with Hisamo. Incubi or gender fluid. If you don't fuck with women, they just turn No, incubi feed on men. Succubi feed on women. Incubi feed on... Yeah, wait. Yeah, succubi feed on men. Incubi feed on women. Oh. Oh, shit. Never mind. I'm stupid. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'm tired and stupid. Ignore me. That's not, another fucking duplicate. Goody goody gum dicks. Oh, no autocorrect. That's not, come on, Dave, relax a little. It's what I'm doing after all. Oh, God, another 4-star. It's probably going to be a fucking duplicate, isn't it, chat? Oh, God. I don't think, maybe there is more than Asamo. I don't really know. They know it's not nearly as old as Asamo. I got a fucking duplicate of the same character twice, and she sucks. Just go away. Get out of the fucking banner lottery or whatever. You're ruining my life. Just give me a 10-pull. Be nice to me. I mean, not a 10-pull, legendary. At least more than 12. Yeah, there's at least more than 12 characters in Dislight. Yeah. That's my continuation of a joke way at the beginning of the stream. There. And here? Why not? Conservatories are great. Like greenhouses, but for people. So I can be outside without being outside? Hey, there's more to it than that. No, I got Horace. He's new. Falcon. Hey, there's more to it than that. Why do I always default to that one fucking voice? How often do you get to be in a conservatory anyway? Oh, that's a duplicate for Falcon, and I'm out of 10 pulls. This is not very productive, chat. Yeah, well. I have other things to pull with. Other than you get to be a legendary? I swear to fucking God. A legendary and a 4-star. Outside that board game, there's a board game called Conservatory? Even in board games, I don't think it counts. You're talking about the ones where you solve the murder with the butt. I got Leanne? What the shit? She's like brand new. Literally from like the event before the last one. Ugh. Okay. Honestly, pretty good. That was not bad. That was not a half bad pool. I'll give it just like that. I'll vibe with that one. Even in board game, I don't think it counts. Talking about the one where you solve the murder of the butler, right? Butler murder. The ultimate board game. Was it even the butler that was killed? I think it's called Clue. It's been so long since I've last played it, I don't remember. Thinking back, ever since I played it, I wonder what a conservatory actually was. Guess I know now. Oh my god, this is the third time I've fucking gotten you. Generally, it's just a posh sitting room. I mean, it seems kind of redundant when you got a place this big. Not to mention the backyard, being as big as it is. I don't really know. Honestly, it seems like a talk about conservatories. I don't know exactly conservatories are cool, which, you know what, I vibe with. I can talk about architecture. It's cool, I vibe with this. Right. Use this room for what exactly? Reading? Could read, yeah. But wouldn't that be impossible when night fell? With all these windows, I mean. Good thing they have lights then, I guess. But wouldn't people be able to see in? Normally, yeah, but who's going to be looking in? The forest around the mansion seems close together enough. You would need a telescope at best. I guess you're right. I kind of like it, though. Maybe I'll do my morning stretches in here, as opposed to my bedroom. Stretches, you mean Pilates? Which one, chat? Do you think Haas does yoga or Pilates? Didn't I fucking max you out, though? Why are you showing up again? Get out of here. Seem like kind of yoga type. And, oh, cool. Another legendary. Who's it gonna be, chat? Who's it gonna be? Nude yoga in the conservatory. We can only hope. Oh shit, Mateo's actually pretty good. Honestly, pretty fruitful pulls. Honestly, okay, I was complaining at first, but you know what? I'm not going to do. Obviously, does something pretentiously. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Pilates. That's it. Oh, yoga? Yoga, huh? Yeah, that's a stretchy one. As opposed to the dancey one? You mean Zumba? Maybe. I think I'd be dancing that early in the morning. You could. I mean, could, but that kind of be mean the rest of the guys start blasting music that early, right? Oh, right. Toss stretched, looking over me and shooting me a happy smile. You should join me sometime. Oh. You know, I want to see what he says if we do Pilates. Nah, it's garbage pool, but whatever. No vibe. My luck has been good enough. That's it. Do I win a prize? Not this time. Unless getting an invitation to join me counts. But why would I do that? Well, I do stretches every morning just to keep my body healthy. It's not about flexibility or building mass, just making sure I can do whatever's needed on set. Yeah, when you get back on set, but don't shh. Sal in the water, nude baking with Orlando in the kitchen, and nude Pilates with Haas. Nude weightlifting with Ty. Two are the other characters, and what do they do? No, already got you. I think I'm pretty much out. Wait, no. Let's do a spin. I do stretches every morning just to keep my body healthy. It's not about flexibility or building mass. Just making sure I can do whatever I need on set. Puffed out his chest proudly. Hands on his hips. Besides, there's always the backup plan, which is could always pole dance with the amount of core strength I've got built up. Very based of you, Haas. Wait, really? Hey, gotta start somewhere. You'd be surprised with what people are willing to do to get a shot at the big screen. Oh, you got what? Got what on your what? Got what on your what? Hang on, I need to like rev up my King of the Hill voice. Hank Hill voice, yeah, that's his name. You got what on your what? Hey, gotta start somewhere, blah, blah, blah. You can't be serious, are you? What? People do stuff like that? What? That people do stuff like that before they get famous? That, and if you'd seriously consider pole dancing. I don't think I'd ever come to that. I'm just confident I can land a rule without resorting to it anyway. All stretched, looking me over and shooting me a happy smile. You know, you should join me sometime, honestly. Wait, what? Really? Sure, couldn't hurt. Why? Worried that I'd be getting you up at dawn? A little? Oh, come on. That is none but 3 stars. Then I'll hold off on... I'll have getting up at dawn, if I'm dragging you along. Hard to get out. Normally I'm up early, but I'm willing to make an exception. Reminds me of one dog guy from extra... I'm not... Is the extracurricular activities the name of like a visual novel or something? Learn pole dancing, Dave. It's good exercise, and Tyson would probably like it. Yeah, Tyson it seems like he'd be into that. Tyson is a little weirdo. Huh. I think I vaguely remember hearing about that visual novel before, but nothing specific. He is, huh? Might join him if he's doing something like a morning jog. Might as well. Might want to reconsider if he's going to the pool. Why's that? That chlorine and this fur. You know what damage that could do? Oh, right. Oh, but wouldn't a shower help with that? Obviously, but drying off first only take a shower later seems a bit double handling, don't you think? Oh, hang on. I'm gonna look up extracurricular activities if there's fucking like, is it really got vor? FVN extra. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, this one's rated very highly. Yeah, there's a return with some debatable characters completed. Oh no, there's a shower at the pool itself, so you can just shower there. Oh, well, that's alright then. I'm gonna see the morning routine he's got planned out. Most, there's a dream sequence. Also, Dwayne is a wet glorbo. A wet garbo? What? Oh. Oh, you said like wet blorbo. I was like, fucking, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, blah blah. Hoss looked off to the side, stretching again. Still, despite being on holiday, gotta keep practice up, just in case. I didn't believe it. I thought they were just fun. I was seeing like, really? War visual novel? I did actually download the itch.io app, and I've been getting more into like downloading like itch games. I think I've told you that before, right? Itch games are fun. You can really like feel the passion behind them. You can like find a lot of weird stuff on itch. Like weird niche stuff just made so like it could exist. And I kind of love it. So if you're interested in helping with lines, just let me know. Sure, but what happens now? I'll probably stick around here and lounge about, check the acoustics of the room, maybe get a cat nap in. Yourself? I don't really know yet. Probably keep wandering for a bit longer. Well, in that case, I guess I'll see you later. I nodded to Haas before heading back down. Figure I'll continue looking elsewhere. Greenhouse. Right, Dean, I forgot he's here. Dean mentioned this morning that he was going to check out the greenhouse. I haven't been to a proper greenhouse before. Oh, I have. I had one on campus. So this is the perfect time to check it out. Dean, you in here? Oh, there's a lot of gay furry stuff. It's wonderful. Many of it is very NSFW, which is wonderful too. Yeah, just a sec. Well, hey, good looking. Come to see me especially? Must be my lucky day. Sorta. You said you were checking the greenhouse out. Figured I'd check it out too. Dean gestured to the pots and plants around him, wearing his trademark friendly smile. What do you think? It seems neat, I guess. I inhaled deeply through my nose, enjoying how fresh and earthy everything smelled. Oh, only neat? Okay, so it's pretty good. I like how it smells in here. You and your nose. But yeah, I suppose you're right about that. It's very fresh in here, although maybe don't go poking holes in the bags of fertilizer unless you want a different sort of smell while salting you. Pooh. I chuckled, shooting him a toothy grin. So, you've just been checking things out here since breakfast? Pretty much. There's a lot more out here than I assumed there would be. But I guess someone's living here. Makes sense there'd be something. Yeah, that's a good question. Who's living here aside from the butler? Pity, we're only here for a month. Otherwise, I'd pitch in and grow something too. There's potting soils, trowels, a cabinet with various seeds, everything you can need to get to work. If we were staying here longer, I'd probably try growing something. Isn't that what you just fucking said? Oh yeah. What you'd grow? Vegetables? Well, they shuffled uncomfortably. Flowers. There's a pansy. One of my gaze stuck a look at me, flashing a warm smile, if fleeting smile before replying. I mean, I do like fresh vegetables, but flowers, probably. Flowers? Great deals of things I like to grow. Trees, flowers, vegetables. Hell, growing a tree to cut it down for lumber to make something for the house. It does sound very base and awesome, pilled. Or flowers to bring home for my beloved. When he said it, I felt uncomfortable, knowing where his intentions were, and I knew what he wanted. And I wanted to reciprocate. I genuinely did. There was things that made it complicated. Things had gone a little differently. I probably would have been jumping up and down at the prospect of getting flowers. Dean, well, that'd be a best case scenario, of course. You never know. We might end up Who knows? You might end up getting to have a proper date one of these days, and you'd be set. Make a clean getaway with all these fresh grown goods for your personal farmer. From your personal farmer. Dean's laughter seemed genuine, but there was still that tinge of sadness that followed. There are already things growing in here, so I can take care of them instead of growing something from seed. Much faster, and honestly, probably for the best. Just in case there's a setup or something. Don't want to go messing with that just in case. Yeah, probably a good idea. Don't want to get caught growing weed or something. You know, probably could if I tried hard enough. And if there was something already started in here, don't know much about it. Oh man, turns out the password to the vault is 420 blaze it. Again, he laughed, and I fought off the urge to ask if he was serious or not. So, what are you going to do now? Going to keep a lookout? Going to keep looking about? Huh? What makes you say that? Huh? What makes you say that? You seem to like wandering about. I'm pretty set here for the time being, so you hanging around here would be nice, but you're gonna get bored. Weed, la weed. That's a reference to something. But I don't know what. Oh, Chat, do you think 8 p.m. is late? Well, 8:30 p.m. is late. Do you think 10 p.m. is late? What about 9? Oh. Yeah. Ah, gosh, I'm fucking tired if I couldn't even recognize Kill la Kill references. You got me there, so I guess I'll see you later? Suits me. You stay out of trouble now. Dean wandered off, find some other plans, humming to himself as he did so. As for me, I headed back inside the mansion to figure out my next move. The vault. I'll eat myself some snacksies. Somehow, at some point, I found myself looking at a familiar looking door. Something about that room seemed weird. Almost as if a haze lingered in the room, but as much as it felt off, my body dragged me across the keypad next to the door. Maybe I should just try putting in something I'm given here. 10:30 and wake up at 22 in the morning for work. Oh, jeez. What are we going to put in? Bossy. Boobs. But... You gonna give me a special thing? Dean. Oop, I misspelled that. Dean. Oh. Let's try Grizz. Aw. Not that I really knew what the password was, but it was better than standing around doing nothing, right? No, nothing special on this day. Aw. Dinner time. Time seemed to slip away from me. Wasn't sure how long I ended up standing there before I could hear the dinner bell ringing. Oh, it's a little weird. Standing there all day, inputting passwords. I trudged up towards the dining room in a daze, and as it turned out, I was the last one to arrive. Again? Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. I also sat down to Roswell when I entered. Closed the chair to the door by far. Not only that, but the food was already on the table. How long was I on autopilot? Jeez, that door fucked him up. Chase wasn't like this till the end of Echo. What the heck? What the heck, Dave? Yeah, I think so. My head felt cloudy, as if I were still waking up. Well, if you're sure. There's just something about the allure of doors that just fucking sent Dave just sky high, 420 blaze it, you know. I remember nodding, my awareness slowly returning. Maybe I'm just tired. I know I was downstairs before, and I guess I just zoned out. Snoop Dogg. Hello, all. Downstairs? In the gym? No, in that other room. Oh man, rain. Honestly, it hasn't rained here in a hot minute. Yeah, that's the vault. I know it. I know the one you're talking about. The vault? Right, because how the door looks, even has a keypad next to it. Wanting a password, so it's bound to have something important behind it. I tried a bunch of words though. Nothing. Not even password. All it did was beep at me. Why is that? I don't even know that was possible. Oh, I thought it was like a computer, so I looked away quickly, eyes bulging and looking worried. Wait, is that the password to your computer, Roswell? No, don't be silly. Just please forget that, please. Oh, that's rough. Oswald turned to the food in front of him and began eating. I did much of the same, but I found myself thinking about what I'd seen so far. It's about the password. Ooh. How sussy amogus. The pool looked inviting enough, but at the very least, Sal seemed to enjoy it. Not to mention the fact that it seemed equipped with just about everything to hang out shy of a minibar. The gaming room seemed fun, although I worry as to how Orlando perceived it. It wasn't really a casino, right? Yeah, I almost forgot about the fireworks, Mogasaur. Absolutely bonkers. That's happening. No, usually when I hear the story about other people's lives, I always think about it's man, that's so weird. My life isn't that weird, right? Then I do you ever think that, chat? Think other people's lives are weird, and then you realize, think about your own life, and it's shit, is anything in my life weird? Would anything really stand out to other people? Then I'm well, I am just a fucking YouTuber. I do have fucking I'm nearing 3,000 subscribers. That's weird. Not a lot of people have that. So I guess it's just our internal biases, and we don't know what's weird and what isn't. What our normal is compared to others. I don't know. The gaming room seemed plenty fun, although I worry as to how Orlando perceives it. It wasn't really a casino, right? Chat, honestly, I think I'm gonna end stream pretty soon because I am fucking. I've entered that phase of tiredness when you're kind of rocking back and forth, to keep yourself awake. I am not okay. I am not okay, chat. The gym is something I'm not sure I'll use, at least not to the extent Ty is likely to go and use it. As the rankings of almost, yeah, makes sense. Angels are common enemies, and they'd probably run out of space if they don't make good use of what they have. Start of the stream. Yeah. Good to know we had a place to work off some of the food we were eating while we stayed here. I wanted a place to relax. The conservatory seemed like a good place to go. Might have to fight Haas for space depending on how he was using it for rehearsals though. It was a museum full of stuff that honestly I didn't expect from a place like this. Still probably more things there for me to find if I looked hard enough. Like the password. The greenhouse was cool. It was almost like a private jungle, but given Dean's interest in the place, there's every likelihood he'd use its seclusion to, well... Oh god, he's gonna jerk off into the plants, isn't he? Don't do that! Don't sexually harass the plants. Okay, well, I went to sleep early, and you know what happened? My body woke me up at 6, and then wouldn't let me sleep again, so I think it just hates me. Well, he'd make the most of it, especially if we were the only ones in there. Using Osamu? Uh-oh. It might just be more news about the fucking Infernity thing. Don't see any news on their official page. Oh yeah, for all 4 horsemen. Honestly, those are some of my favorite demons. Shame that they all kind of suck, because they all like kind of focus on the same thing, you know? Well, he'd make the most of it, especially Ruryland's in here. Once again, I zoned out, the rest of dinner being a blur. I vaguely remember saying goodnight, and I think I replied? Being alone in the dining room put me on edge. Don't know why, but it was just the isolation. My vision focused, I realized that I wasn't the only one in the room after all. Oh. The other gave me an appraising stare, his gaze drilling into me, a mix of curiosity and concern. Are you well? You seem distressed. Oh wow, you're going to Infinity. That's actually pretty cool. Mouth felt dry. Is there like yeah, there is music playing or something in the background. Mouth felt dry suddenly, and I quickly looked around. Yeah, I'm fine. A long stretch of silence passed. Despite being on the opposite side of the table, felt like you were right next to me, and not in a good way. Just fine. Tired, maybe. I don't know. Then may I suggest you return to your room and retire for the night? The others have all done the same. Mansion is far too large to be wandering around by oneself in the dead of night. Is it dangerous? There was no response, shy of his polite smile. But in a way that smile made me tense up more, making me feel more uneasy. Oh, I wouldn't say dangerous, Master Dave. No danger at all, so long as everyone's in their bed. Mickey's narrows, confused. How I phrased that seemed off. Make it sound like they're not all in their beds. Again, that polite smile returned. His voice was level and calm. If at the very least, you aren't. Vincent turned briskly on heel, slowly wandered away. When he was out of sight, a chill ran down my spine. Made my way out there. Fuck. I made my way out there as fast as my legs would take me until I was in my room. And when I got on the other side of the door, I closed it and I started to paste. I was just imagining things, so in my head, whatever that was, I was feeling. And this was just an unfamiliar house and I hadn't settled in yet. Despite reinforcing this in my head, I yelped when I heard a knocking on my door. I froze, staring at my door, unnerved by Benson's behavior downstairs. Gulping, I croaked out, "Come in?" Dean eased open the door and closed it shut behind him. His eyes trained on me and he looked irritated. "Hey, Dean, you're out at dinner. You're out of it at dinner. What's wrong?" Nothing at all." Dean clicked his tongue before shaking his head. "No, I know something's up. I've known you long enough to learn that much. Dave, spill it." I shuffled uneasily on the spot, avoiding Dean's gaze. Does something feel off about this place to you? About Benson? Benson, the vampire. Only a vampire would act like that. Oof, maybe. I don't know. Mother Harlot, Babylon. Same difference, really. There's also Surtur. No Ark, though. Yeah. Azathoth is in the game, but only if you're playing Persona 5. Question seemed to take Dean aback. He blinked and seemed to think it over. While he was thinking, I continued. "He's the only staff here. We've seen no one else. Dean crossed the arm. Fuck. Being the villain of Scooby-Doo. He's gonna start haunting you so we can lower property values and buy the place for cheap." Dean crossed the room and placed his hands on my shoulders, waiting until I looked at him proper. "Are you okay?" Yeah, I think so. Why?" "Just rattled." "Yeah." Dean kneaded my shoulders, massaging the tension I'd been feeling in my neck. Maybe he wanted to do more, or say something, but his eyes held fast to the spot on the floor nearby. Alright, well, if you want to talk, I'm just down the hall. I flashed him a wry smile, seeing if I could lighten the mood. Just talk? He stopped suddenly, looking down at me before beating my smile with one of his own. Then that smile grew into one of Dean's signature grins. A voice comparison? What do you mean? Just talk, huh? Oof. Okay, Chad, I'm beginning to feel like a bit of pain in like my throat. I think I really should end stream soon because oof. That's not good for someone who needs to talk to do their YouTube thing. Oh, that's not good. Well, I suppose if talking isn't enough, we could do something else with our mouths. Oh wow. Oh, okay. I laughed. A lot of my worries fell away right then and there. Damn you sex jokes and your ability to make us forget about evil bad things. Your advice is noted the good old days, but also ignored. He leaned down and gave me a quick hug before holding me gently at arm's length. Everything will be fine, Dave, but if it ever bothers you, you know where I'll be. You know how I am, but don't think for a second that I'm not looking out for you. Alright? Promise. Notion denied. Yes. With another nod, he was gone. A faint fluttering in my chest made me feel warm and comforted. But with my mind at ease, fatigue hit me hard and I turned in for the night. This is going to sound really weird. Honestly, I like the sound effect for when the day switches. It's just simple and nice, you know? Despite going to bed relatively calm after talking to Dean, I didn't sleep well. I was up early, my body telling me that I had enough rest. Not that I felt rested, my head was still spinning, I let my eyes wander the bedroom I claimed as my own, but it lacked the familiar comforts of home. House was giving me an odd feeling. Was it the fault? Was it the lack of staff? Was it something else? Are you talking about Dave's or mine's? Because honestly, it could go either way at this point. Even then, what was hidden behind that door? Was it something important like Roswell thought? Roswell? Okay, chat, is it Roswell or Roswell? Because I always say Roswell, like the place in the US. You paused the you were how long did you think I was just sitting there on a screen saying nothing, Law? How long did you think that was going on? Did you think it was just a really weird bit? Also, hello, Zigaru. Also, yeah, Zigaru, I cannot tell what you're trying to say there. You just threw Roswell. Well, Law did remind me of this one post from it was about Family Guy. It was like, I was in a hotel and I decided to watch Family Guy. They were all speaking in Spanish. I thought it was a really weird bit. It lasted 10 minutes before I realized I had it on the Spanish channel. But you know what? That does sound like something Family Guy would do. My thoughts raced through my mind as I could hear other things going on in the house. Or at least I assumed that's what I was hearing. Roswell, like the place. Okay. Roswell, New Mexico. Honestly, that's one of my favorite levels in I was going to say No More Heroes. I think it might actually be in No More Heroes, but I mean to say Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Que tiene de manos que se español? Oh, fuck. What does that mean? Damn it. Malo. That's bad. I know. What do you mean? What do you mean? There's like, what does he have a hand in the Spanish? What does he have in hand that is Spanish in English? Oh. I don't even know. I don't even understand the question in English. Rolling over, I wondered if it was worth taking Dean up on his offer, and I grabbed my phone. It was early, and I wondered if my paranoia was worth bothering one of the others. Oh. ¿Qué tiene de malo que sea español? What does he have that is bad in Spanish? I'm not sure. My friends told me to take my lunch breaks instead of working through them and sleep more. I ignore them, watch my body suffer like a workaholic. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. Honestly, I'm not. It's one of the questions where I'm not sure how often am I a workaholic? Because I'm not like how workaholics are presented on TV, but then I remember TV's TV. It's rarely accurate to what being a workaholic is. I already started flicking through my contacts, having made up my mind. All that was left on deciding who to message. Magasaur, do you think I could squeeze in one of these scenes before ending stream? Are they particularly long or anything? Am I a bit of a workaholic? You really think so? Why? Throw this away. I'm gonna move my fucking tea before I knock it over, actually. Oh, cool. Tyson! Shit. I knew Ty would be grumpy if I bothered him this early in the morning, but he was level-headed about stuff like this. Plus, you could sniff and smooch him if you really wanted to. I had faith that despite him chewing me out for interrupting his sleep, he'd put me at ease. Throwing caution to the wind, I sent him a message. Minutes ticked by. Right as I considered messaging Dean instead, Tyson replied. It was curt, but at least I knew that he wasn't brushing me off the moment another message came through immediately after saying I could stop by. Woo! Father Arslan? I got Arslan last stream. Cool. Assumed that meant he wasn't going to be getting out of bed, so I got dressed enough that I could make the walk down to the hall. The light was off as I eased open the door. Slipping inside, I carefully closed it behind me. Ty? Kept my voice low, but I could see his eyes watching me from the bed. With a little light in the room showing you. Honestly, shouldn't, Dave also be able to see? He's a fucking hyena. They have fairly decent night vision too. Yeah, but I'm not skipping eating or sleeping to work. I'm skipping eating and sleeping because, I just don't want to, you know? And speaking of skipping eating, okay. I had pancakes, soup, pancakes. That's what I've eaten today, chat. Pancake, soup, pancakes. So he's part Lieb? Who is part Lieb? Ty? I have not heard Kratos' GP voice. JP, oh gosh. Japanese voice. I kept my voice low, but I could see his eyes watching me from the bed. With a little light in the room showing he was still clearly in bed on his side. Come here. Sure. Is Ty gonna give us a hug? Wandering closer, I sat on the bed, playing with my fingers, not really sure where to start. So, better be a good reason why you woke me up, Pop. He yawned, scratching and adjusting himself as he sat there. Noticed that the flap on his pants was undone, sign that it only just turned them on. Occasionally, Ty did sleep in the buff. Oh, if you wanted some eye candy, could have waited until I was awake. Looked up, noticing Ty watching me. I gulped, laughing nervously. Sorry, but, your fly is undone. What? Get a good enough look? To be fair, it was dark enough in the room that I couldn't see anything, but that with how I was sitting, when all the lights were on, I doubt I would have been able to see anything of worth anyway. I also need to get back to trying some pixel art. I've been putting it off a few days as I've been working on other projects. Those in the Patreon, Discord, Ko-fi, Discord, blah, 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 supporter Discord. Yeah. Member Discord. Ooh, that's a better word. Member Discord probably know what I'm talking about, but so far, we're keeping it secret from most people. Cool, blue sky, that's nice. I wanted to talk, so hurry up already. Right, sorry. You look like you haven't slept. I slept a little. You okay? Just this house. It's creeping me out. just a house, though. But where is everyone? Where it? How else could we get a fucking mansion for a month for free? I mean, I pay nothing, unless you guys paid for it all before I was invited. You're gonna ask me for money now, are you? Of course not, Ty. I wouldn't do that. He grunted in response, leaning back and doing up his fly so he could freely lay back. You reckon the weirdo would put this together and then just screw you over? Hey, be nice. Still a weirdo, believing in all ghost stories and stuff. Heard enough of it from the other end of the bus. You don't believe it? You don't believe it, even a little? Why would I? You never just once thought, maybe? Nope, way I see it. There's enough things I can't argue in the flesh that there's no point in worrying about it. If Gilbert is in Masamo, where's Little there? Scrolling. Bro, you added 3 O's and removed an L from scrolling. That's a fucking way to spell something if I've ever heard it. If they did, chances are you'd be dead long before any of that mattered. Demons exist, sure, but not in the way that Boar wants to think. Per Kelly? I swear I drive by I didn't drive. I don't have a car. But on the way to fucking Walmart, I drove by this store named Per Kelly or something. Oh. So not gonna silence between us for almost a full minute before Ty spoke up again. Look, would it make you feel better if I said I'll keep you safe? I can't punch ghosts, but I can have your back, alright? Just like normal. Yeah, that helps. Thanks. Oh yeah, we're all waiting on Skull. Brothers Day event. One of those like mini events focus on like Brothers Day. That'd be nice. Fucking Family's Day or whatever. I don't know. I'm making stuff up as we go. Just don't go being paranoid though. I won't, Ty. Promise. Fucking better. No, I'm gonna go get some sleep. If you plan on sleeping on the floor, better get back to your room. Sleipnir's never coming. Hassan was not giving us horses. Like, they had the perfect chance with Amdusius, and they decided, you know what? We're making a dog instead. That's like the biggest point of evidence against the Life Winners and whoever makes another Eidos being different people. They include horses in their stuff. Ty walked to the room, opening it for me. He leaned on the doorframe as I passed it, reaching out to grab me by the shoulder to get one last thing in. Kiss on the cheek? Slap on the butt? Next time, try not to make it so early. Otherwise, I'm talk anytime. Aw. Closed the door before I could get a word in, but I felt somewhat better. I'd half a mind to knock and thank him properly, but I also figured that I could always thank him later. They do have a lot of good characters. Also, I do appreciate the fact that another Eidos just lets itself be just like full NSFW, so it means I can just like have fun. Like they can just do all the weird sort of stuff that like Hasamo hints at, but like doesn't really go all the way with. Problematic kinks, I mean. With that, I wandered back to my room until it was time to head down for breakfast. Wow. Oh, it wasn't even breakfast time. That is early as hell. Much like the first night, I was the last one to arrive for breakfast. Why are you always arriving last, dude? Are you okay? Once again, I had a free cause to sit next to. Sitting next to Tyson, as we do. Oh yeah, there's not much, huh. He's not the only one from the Oceanic Realms, but he's the only one specifically from New Zealand. Hello, Fuuri. Oh. Hello, Jose. Oh god. Ironic time to join chat because join stream because this is around the time I'm going to end it. You can probably see why. After talking to Ty this morning, I figured I may well spend breakfast with him too. Morning. Morning. Feeling better? I am, yeah. Hungry though. How so? Explain yourself, Gilded Archer. Get some sleep. Get some sleep after I left. Eventually. Took care of myself first, though. What, like, groomed? Wait. Oh. Took care of myself, though. What, like, groomed? Yeah, sure. That's what most guys do in the morning before getting up. Come on, think about it for a sec. One advantage of sleeping with no clothes. Still, waking me up that early, and again, it might become part of the morning routine if you aren't careful. I'll, keep that in mind. Oh yeah, shit, you're right. Boop. Boop. It always strikes me how just quickly this game ends. It just, alright, ending, bloop. None of that foreplay, like, no intact, a title screen, no, just bye. I haven't actually looked into Tangaroa's myths at all. This is a little new to me. Oh, I didn't know you played this before, MK. By the way, yeah, I'm really liking how this game's... I usually do, but I am not. I need to go to bed. I need to take care of myself, start doing something. I need to start doing fucking something different, because I'm not okay. Oh, I don't know what's... maybe it's the fact that I usually stay up on like Saturday, fucking making videos. That always fucks me up by the time for streaming on Monday. Granted, I did like worse when I was like still in school. I don't know why I'm all fucky now. Yeah. Yeah. I still can't go over the fact that Osamu just actually like let the player do it with a woman. Teammate. They just straight up, they made it the same way as all the others. Just like, oh no, y'all two did the nasty. You fit. Damn it, can't make that joke on YouTube. I was gonna make the, I guess joke about toasters in your hand, or well, your fist, but I'm not gonna say it. But anyways, thank you for being here. The good old days. MK, Gilded Archer, Law, Jose. Even if you got here, well, sorry about ending this right as you joined, but blah 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 blah. Mogasaur, Moonchi, Oxide. If you're here, comment something. It makes it easier for me to say bye. Zigaro, Choron, Georgiaman? Oh, fuck. I completely missed that one. Oh, God. Sorry. Vermin Geomancer? Yeah. Alright. I'm tired. Take a fucking nap. Solar Knight? Anon? Zoopnai? Well, we got a lot of new people here. Hopefully we had some returners. Hack8 fan art in my YouTube feed. Very based of your YouTube feed, indeed. Very, very based. Brand new animal video. But in case I don't get out, and after I resort to fucking usual content, what sort of, those audience response videos I do, kind of sometimes? Sort of got on my stream fucking crash or something. Those videos I do sometimes. Chat's still here, right? Don't drop off. I forgot to ask this during stream. I messed up big time. Yeah, those I haven't done them in a while. But those what question should I ask for those? Y'all got any ideas? Ugh. I'm sure to be honest, me neither. Oh, nuts. We're gonna have to figure something out. Probably gonna throw it at fucking supporters, members. Throw it in the Discord, say like, hey, y'all got any fucking ideas? Go, so I'm shit out. But yeah. I'm gonna go fucking F, Marry, Kill, maybe? Ooh, that is an idea. I'll write that down, actually. Anyway, I'm gonna go fucking finish my tea. First, I'm gonna end stream. Then I'm gonna finish my tea. Then I'm gonna go to fuck to sleep. Some of Heroes videos. You know, I want to do more of those, but like, those, honestly, I don't know why those videos just don't even do well. Like, hang on, which one was the last one I did? Like, Alp's not even unpopular, yet his video did not do that well at all. Like, it's sandwiched in between, like, two videos that have, like, over twice its views. Oh, okay, not over twice, nearly twice its views. Like, the video I released, yesterday has, like, almost as many views in a day as Alp got in a month. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Either way, thank you all for being here. Link to Ko-fi and Patreon in the description. I'll see you on Friday. Oh fuck, what will we stream Friday? Oof. I completely forgot we're going to need to figure that out. Questions for later. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Ko-fi, Patreon, linky, clicky. I'll see if Solar Turbo can work. Oh fuck, I think I might have deleted that wrong, but whatever, it's a DS game, but it takes like 2 seconds. Yeah, clicky, linky. And as always, this is Fuuri signing out. Bye!